I'm hiding behind. This is 100% relevant. Thank you very much. I don't know when the stream actually starts for you, like how early that happens. Uh, so like, for all I know, for all I know, I don't know when you guys actually hear. How many of you guys actually hear my stupid going live jokes? Cause like, they're bad. So I guess it'd be good if no one heard it. But no, wait. I'm justifying myself this time. I'm justified. Because this time, there's a question on whether or not you're live, because there's a zombie. So, 100% vindicated. I reign supreme. Started around for all I know. For all I know. Oh, of course it did. Perfect. Does this mean no one has heard my stupid, hey, are we live? I'm like, my stupid rambling where I do that every time? Because I think it means like the beginning of my intro rambles have always been cut off. So that's good to know. Hello, Mark Tact. My USB mouse is having issues. Come on, work. Okay. Welcome to the stream. It's just begunnin'. So like, yeah. It's just begun. I've never played this game before. This is a new game. I don't know much about it. It says it's by Tsundere, which I thought it was, so it's listed under like, so probably should have read the little about thing. But here in the about it says made by Tsundere Studio. So I don't know if it's wrong for me to, because I had said it was made by Tsundere Studio in some of the advertising, but it's probably fine. Likely. It's still weird getting used to streaming again. Which is weird because I never stopped streaming, but like doing these in this way, I don't know. I know there's no distinction. But yeah, welcome everyone to this. I've already looked. I will say, it's not 100% blind. I did in fact read both the itch.io page, and I did like snoop around the menu. Is there anything in the music player? Oh, there is stuff in the music player already. We'll do the music room later. There are no extra scenes yet, and there's no CGs left. There's 8 CGs to get, I suppose. I will say, I returned to the... No? Okay. I always like... Whenever you have a music player, it's always a game of how far back it'll like still play music, like when it actually stops playing music, and it keeps playing for the main menu. That's good. I like it when it goes back more. Like, it's hard to say how far it should go back, but I do like that it goes back for the menu, and the music is still playing. Which is why we're gonna dedicate the first part of the stream to listening to every song. No, we're not doing that. No, it just restart. How do I... No, that's suspense. Okay, I don't know how the previous next thing works. I also don't know... How do I stop one? Because clicking it again restarts it. You know what? It'll probably stop when I start the game. I also looked around in preferences, but I didn't see anything that, like... I decided to not mess with the preferences because there wasn't anything I had a strong opinion about. So I was like, yeah, I'll just keep everything on default then. So yeah, this is My Sweet Zombie. I think it's considered a dating sim, but I can't tell. I wouldn't know. Probably. Let's just start the game. I've spent 6 minutes just rambling on the title screen, so that's usually around the start time when I just start doing something of actual value. Idiot. Oh no, I have to read. I want a medium cold brew, but make it hot. What do these buttons do? Okay, that's the preference. Fools, I will never not just go into, and this is the dialogue history. I'll never not just go into menus. Can I, like, right cookies? Alright. Wait, I think that's just what happens when I right click. Right clicking does that. Sam. I put the, oh, stop. Okay, that's the auto player. This is load. This is, no, that's load. This is save. I've already missed something because I've been making me's to add characters to Smash Bros. Ultimate. I'm glad. Let's read the dialogue history. I put down the cup. Oh, so this is like narrated in like past tense. I'm so sorry, ma'am, but our cold brews cannot come as a hot drink. They are exclusively cold. What are you talking about? I want a hot cold brew. Your drinks can come in hot or cold, right? Not all our drinks. You see, the process it takes to make a cold brew. Fine. Whatever. Give me a hot caramel frappuccino then. I can't do that either. You can't make me a hot one of either? Why not? Because if you actually had some sense, you could tell both drinks are exclusively cold drinks instead of having to make it me explain it to you. I actually don't know what a frappuccino is, so I'm just gonna take the game's word for it. Either way, I apologize. We cannot make the cold brew hot. Oh yeah, also tell me if you can hear me. I can't tell. I can never tell with. I only tell in post when I listen back to it, and the audio levels are all terrible. But if you would like a hot drink with a lot of caffeine, I can offer you a latte, an Americano, or a regular hot coffee with extra shots. Hey, wait a second. Just thought of something. Whoops. Sorry. I hope... If you're wondering why it's silent, I just realized I screwed up the audio. And I screwed up the audio last stream too. Okay. Note to self, always check the audio before the stream happens. And then you won't make this mistake. Alright, so... I screwed up the audio in post. A frappe or frappuccino is basically a coffee milkshake. I can see why that wouldn't be able to be hot then. Good to know, good to know. Yeah, so I want to boost those up to 3 and 4. Hopefully it won't be too big a deal. But I may or may not have just messed up the audio tracks. I fixed them. I hope... Alright, I'm going to remember to actually look at those every time. Because that's all my sources of audio. The audio output on the Yeti. What is this audio? Well, it's on a separate track too. I don't know why it's there. Alright, we did it. If you would like a hot drink with a lot of caffeine, I can offer you a latte, an Americano, or a regular hot coffee with extra... I already read this. No. If you can't give me what I want, then I'm not going to buy anything from this stupid cafe. I watched the customer storm out the door in a huff. Ellipses. Dios mío. I think I lost a couple of brain cells just listening to that woman talk. Liam, I think I need to take my 10 now. Yeah, I don't blame you. Go ahead. Sam! Sam, could you help us? The register is acting all funny again. Jane, Sam is about to take her break. Let me take a look at it. No way. Sam is way more reliable than you. Not to mention, nicer. You'll probably just get angry at the machine and punch it or something. I don't have to voice that one. It was voiced already. Technically, that one was voiced. What did you say, you little? Cut off. Little. You're shorter than me. You. I'm trying not to yell because I'm in a dorm. So I don't want to just be yelling. These walls aren't exactly like they're thin. Cut it out, please. So I'm trying to go for expressiveness and not volume. Also, I suppose it might hurt people's ears if I yell it. Ellipses. 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 I'll go check it out, Jane. But... Got it. Thanks, Sam. I knew I could rely on you. Go ahead and tell the others. I'll be right there. Sure thing, Sam. Ellipses. Ellipses. Liam, I'll take my break later. Yeah, okay. Look, my poor feet. I wish I had taken my break earlier. Maybe I could take a short one now? I look around the cafe and see paper straw wrappers, empty cups, and coffee strains strewn over the place. Yeah, never mind. I don't think I'll get a break today. Just like yesterday, and the day before, and probably not tomorrow either. There's so much to clean up, too. I guess I'm staying a little later today. Again. When I applied to work here, I didn't know so much cleaning would be involved. Though I also didn't know how often I would have to call other stores because we ran out of a certain item. Or how many times I had to request a repairman because the espresso machine would break down. Or how frequently I had to apologize to a customer because they got annoyed at the fact that there was not enough soy in their chai tea latte. How late are you? Not for... It's 13 minutes. See, there's this fancy trick I've learned where you can tell exactly how late someone is by taking the current time and then subtracting it by 7. 7 hours, because I never go over... unless I go over midnight, in which case the formula breaks down and you just get an incorrect amount of time. So don't let that happen. Since the formula breaks down, you're not allowed to come in after midnight. Sigh. Today was exhausting. When I originally applied for this job, I thought it would just be making coffee and pastries. But that was not the reality of the job whatsoever. Instead, every day, I would dread going to work knowing some problem would arise. I'd return home exhausted, finish my homework, then fall asleep, and wake up the next day to repeat the cycle. And although I've finished school and started looking for an actual job, I still feel as if I don't have any free time. I don't even remember the last time I went out anywhere, read a book, watched a TV show for fun, or even... When was the last time I baked? Which I presume ties into why she wanted to work at the Starbucks. I loved baking. Ever since I was a child. I loved finding new recipes online and trying them and then adding my own special touch. I loved decorating my pastries so they would look as good as they tasted. And then I loved sharing them with others and seeing them smile when they ate it. Or I loved when they used to do that. That's not I, that's an exclamation point. That's an upside down I, basically. I checked my phone to see who texted me. And speak of the devil. Are you home yet? No, not yet. Then when you get home, do not forget to fill in that online application I sent you. Don't forget, I had to ask a friend for a favor to even try to get a spot for you. I got it, Mom, but I have to get back to work now. I quickly put my phone away so I don't have to see her reply and rubbed my face in exhaustion. Can't believe I forgot. My mom had set up an interview for some accounting position at a company a friend of hers worked. And I had to go the day after Halloween. Which sucks, since Halloween is one of my favorite holidays. In addition, I never asked her to do this for me, yet she insists that she is doing me a favor. If I had to be truthful, I wasn't even sure if I wanted to do something like accounting for the rest of my life. I was scared, to be honest. I was scared that once I take this job, nothing will change. I will always be exhausted right-clicked there. Be exhausted every day, having no free time, no social life, and no time to... ellipses. That's it. No more excuses. I am going to bake right now. I'm sure they won't get too upset if I borrow the cafe's kitchen, as long as I clean up afterwards. Which is what I was going to do anyways. So by the time I'm done cleaning, I should be finished baking. Now what should I make? Cookies sound really good. Oh, I'll make chocolate chip cookies. Perfect. Let me just grab my apron and everything I need, and I'll get started. I'm so excited. We're gonna save. Oh, it's important. Save. I finished cleaning right on time. There, look at them. They look so tasty. I'm glad I haven't gotten rusty since it's been so long. Though, I did bake a lot. Don't think I'll be able to eat these on my own. Whoopsies. It was nice when Mom and Dad still liked it when I was baking. But now they said to stop wasting my time with frivolous hobbies, as it won't help me get a real job. That's all they care about lately. That I find a real job. It's been so hard to enjoy making sweets, especially when no one else is there to enjoy eating them. Maybe I'll just take these home. Could just snack on them from time to time or something. I need to start heading out anyway. It's already dark. Oh, that's a dash. That means something's about to happen. Suddenly, I hear the loud bell sound that signals someone entering the cafe. Is it the zombie? My guess is it's a zombie. I'm not taking a wild guess here. I don't know exactly how I'm reaching this conclusion, but I'm going to guess it's a zombie. See, that looks like a zombie. I looked over to the entrance to see someone standing there. Oh, I'm so sorry. We're actually closed. Must have forgotten to lock the door. Hello? Like I said, we're closed. Suddenly, I felt my blood turn cold. Just like the cold brew. No. Because within the dim lights of the dark cafe, I see the person standing at the door as an arm stripped of any flesh. Chapter 1. I met somebody. Alright, that seems like a good time, so we're going to save that too. Oh my god. This isn't happening, right? It is happening, I can confirm that. Maybe it's fake. I mean, Halloween is like a month and a half away, which is a little early to dress up, but still possible, right? So maybe it's a costume? I mean, to be fair, the Halloween's been pushed up with Christmas a little bit, so it's not that early anymore. But I guess people don't usually dress up that early. The creature then starts moving, giving me a closer look at the bony stump that could almost be called an arm. Which didn't look fake whatsoever. Now, well, thank you, Early, for your comment on relating to the protagonist on a spiritual level. That's not even funny. and Galaxy Wolf for starting All Stars. Oh no. Nope, not a costume. Oh my god, it's an actual zombie. As if startled by my yelling, the creature starts quickly making its way to me. Try and run away. I'll look around to see if there is a way for me to make a run for the door. There, an opening. However, as I try and make my way to the door, I ended up slipping and hitting the floor. Oh, I forgot I mopped the floors. Dang it, cleaning! The zombie kept continuing towards me. Oh no. Oh no. Throw something, I guess. As I scramble further from the creature, I try and reach for anything to throw at the creature. I do like how, like, after slipping once, she's like, "Welp, running is useless," and then goes to throwing. What can I throw at it? A chair? No! Too heavy! This rag? Too light! Wait, sorry, that was an accent again. The zombie was getting closer and closer to me. Ugh, I'm out of time. I'll just throw whatever I have now. Hiya! Thus, as she makes her way to me, I shut my eyes and I threw the only thing that I had on my body, which happened to be the bag of cookies I had. Ellipses. Welp, I guess that's it for me. I shut my eyes, waiting for death's sweet embrace to take me. Well, this was a good game. Thanks for watching. We come to all my other streams, but I felt nothing. But I could hear something, and it sounded like someone eating. But those odd crunches weren't of teeth hitting bone, but of someone loudly chewing on, like, sound effect cookie eating noises. Cookies. I have no clue what's going on. Well, I guess this is better than having my flesh ripped out. But still, what exactly is this creature? And where did it come from? And how am I sure I won't be eaten next after it finishes those cookies? Suddenly, the crunching noises stopped, and it appears that the creature had finished the cookies I threw at it. Slowly, it stood up and made a loud groaning sound. Puh. Puh. Phew, that's the wrong P sound. I've messed up. Phew, I needed that. It talks! What? Of course I talk. Why wouldn't I talk? Because you're a zombie. Those don't talk. Hearing my proclamation, she then looks at herself and stops to stare at the skeleton arm. Huh. I guess you're right. That's all she can say? So, don't you want to eat my flesh or something? Ugh. Why would I do that? Why would I ever want to do that? Mom can't figure out how to comment. Oh, that's... Alright. It's gross. But if I had to eat anything, it would be more of those cookies you threw at me. Got any more, by the way? Okay, so she's a zombie that can talk. And doesn't eat brains. But cookies instead. Okay, that's it. I've gone insane, or I am dreaming. Which you could argue is the same thing. Is my stress causing me to see dreams of sweets eating zombies? Hello? Well, dream or not, I should answer her. I don't have any more, unfortunately, but can you tell me what happened to you? How did you, turn into a zombie? Like, I have a clue. Oh, where are you from? Who are you, exactly? No. Do you remember your name? Nah. Okay, so what do you remember? All I remember is walking around absently, and then smelling something sweet. Started following the scent that led me here. Glad I followed it. I was starving before I had those cookies. Still, that's all you remember? There has to be more. Before I could finish my sentence, though, she suddenly collapsed on the ground, as people do. Ah. Oh wait, she did say she was starving before. She probably fainted again from hunger or exhaustion. Can zombies even get tired, though? Still, I need to figure out what... No, I keep doing that. Still, I need to figure out what to do now. I mean, I can't just leave her here. I don't even imagine what will happen when the openers see her on the cafe floor. Should I take her to the police? But if I do that, then they might ask me why I have a dead body. Moreover, once they found out she's undead, who knows what they will do to her? Maybe government experiments, where they keep her in a cage, and put all kinds of chemicals in her. Make her run mazes like a rat. Or worse, they might not even keep her alive. Wait, she's a zombie. They can't keep her alive anyway. But still, if I don't do something, she could... Okay, let's just take her home. Figure out who she is can figuring out who she is can happen later. I should help her first. Let's hope I don't regret this. This is exactly what someone says before they regret something. As I quietly carried her into my living room, I carefully set her on my couch before covering her with a blanket and also pressing the bloody right click again. Just in case if she gets cold. Although, can zombies even get cold? Is it okay for me to also ask questions like this? Or is that discrimination against zombies? I'm too tired to think of the moral implications. Today had been so crazy that I forgot how exhausted I was. But now that I'm home, I can feel my body growing weary quickly. Guess that since she's fine now, I'll go to bed myself. She's forgetting about the application thing. Which, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. But I can tell there's going to be a plot point. Probably. Because it's happening. Good night, then. I turned the lights off before heading to my room. My head hurts. I should eat something before I head to work. Hey. Ah! What are you doing in my house? Did you seriously forget that you brought me here? No. Not at all. Wait, so you remember last night? Did you remember anything else? Sorry to say, but I seriously don't remember anything else but last night. Not even your name? It's clearly a zombie. You can see it right there. No. Well, I can't just keep calling you. Then just give me a name. Huh? Said so yourself. You need to call me something. Just give me a name. Why not name yourself? Don't feel like it. Okay, fine. Let me think for a moment. I can't believe she suddenly sprung this on me. But I guess this is my fault for even saying anything. Either way, what should I name her? Oh, I can choose the... Okay, chat gets the... Alright, what do you guys want the name to be? I mean, traditionally, it would be Flightship. Like, traditionally speaking, this is the name I use. But arguably, I usually use this for, like, my character. Back in Black. What? What do you mean? I don't... Oh boy. Back in Black. Do we have any other suggestions for the name? Ma wants to name it. What about Cookie? Since she really likes those. Oh, see, we have a good name. We have a good name. Mark, I have a question. But you can't figure out how to chat. Cookie sounds good. Alright, that's good. If we have 2 votes for Cookie, as soon as Mark's mom figures out how to name, then that could also be a contender. But like currently, she appears to be outvoted. Do you know why your mom's having trouble commenting? I'm gonna press on her. Cool. Well, that's settled then. Yeah, at least now I know what to call you. But now, what shall we do now? Just then I hear Cookie's stomach rumble. It's the same sound effect as Single. Well, I guess I'll start with breakfast. What should we have for breakfast? Alright. It is Naomi. Well, your username's Mark Tact. How am I supposed to know who you are? Also, Mom's been able to chat in the past. Mom is here now. Stop this. Alright. Omelet, pancakes, oatmeal. Okay, I do want to choose most of these myself. Alright, we can do... This is not, like, the chat gets to play, but, like... Okay, I don't like oatmeal. Oatmeal is banned. But you got... You know what, I want an omelet. I'm making an omelet. How about an omelet? An omelet? Yeah, it could have cheese, meat, and plenty of veggies. Alright, Naomi, by the way, if you actually need help, Naomi, you can probably, like, I'm assuming you're watching this on the TV, in which case, Mom could probably pull it up, like, on a different device, like her phone, and then comment from, the YouTube channel. Yeah, it can have cheese, meat, and plenty of veggies. Ugh. Huh? What's with that groan? I'm good. Your stomach growled earlier. Obviously you need something to eat. Fine, but can you not add the vegetables? Are you serious? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and? Well, you are a guest, so this time I will comply. However, you should eat more vegetables. They're good for you. No. That doesn't help at all. How else will you be healthy? I mean, Mom is at the Canewood football game. Ah. That makes sense. Maybe don't put that in the chat. That's the school. Oh, never mind. How else will you be healthy? Does that matter for you at this point, though? Point taken. I mean, it might. We don't know how zombies work. We can't just assume that doesn't matter at all. Because, like, the zombie's getting hungry. So clearly it's doing something with the nutrients. She's already on her phone. Just wait a bit. Breakfast is done. Finally. You're not very grateful for us feeding you. I set the omelet down in front of her. She analyzes it to make sure I put no vegetables in it. But seeing that omelet was veggie-free, she then continued to devour it. Who knew that even monsters hate eating their veggies? I couldn't help but chuckle at the thought of this zombie being afraid of a piece of broccoli. You know, despite that attitude of hers, she's not as scary as I thought. You were really hungry, huh? She stares at me with her mouth still full of omelet. Guess I'll take that as a yes. Scary when she's angry, but not monster scary. Though it really does look like she's enjoying it. I want an omelet. Why did I do this? You know, they don't have omelets here. I want an omelet. It's kind of nice, actually. Omelets. Good food, nice food. It's been a while since anyone has eaten anything I made. Hey, you okay?
Huh?
Just seemed like you were standing. Just seemed like you were staring blankly. Oh, I guess I'm just tired still. Work usually leaves. Work! I checked my phone for the time. I'm late. I need to go get ready. And I need to stop dropping things in real life. I quickly scramble out of my seat to gather my things as I make a beeline for the door. There's more food in the fridge if you're still hungry. I'm going to be in so much trouble. Yeesh, that's some sound. I'm guessing you're not too happy to be here? I jumped and looked over to my side to see the source of the familiar voice. To see Liam looking at me mischievously. What? Don't enjoy my company? That's not it. I was actually just more upset that I was late. Okay? That's all? That's no reason to be down. I mean, I'm late all the time to work. Yeah, just stop picking up the slack of your coworkers. And, well, the restaurant might fall apart, but you wouldn't be overworked anymore. I don't think you should be saying that proudly. Liam has been my coworker for 2 years now. He started later than me, but is also a shift lead. He typically opens the store while I close it. And since we basically have opposite shifts, we don't typically see each other at work. But somehow we've become somewhat close. But it's not like our relationship is special. Liam is friends with almost everyone. Unlike me, Liam is sociable and funny, which is why most of our coworkers and customers like him. He's a nice guy, but I've never really gotten to know him outside of work, so our relationship has never gone past work acquaintances. I mean, he has asked me to hang out several times, but I always had to reject his offers since I was so busy with school. It's amazing how he talks to me, given how rude I've been to him. It's too bad that once I quit, I probably won't see him again. Maybe we could have become friends if I hadn't been so focused on school. The moral of the story, drop out of school. I know what I'm going to do today. And that's how I announced to Mom. Okay, we're not doing this. But now. Hey Sam. Hey Sam? Huh? You're blanking out on me? Sorry. Okay, jokes aside, are you okay, Sam? Sorry, I have something on my mind. Are you still upset about being late? Because you're usually never late, so I don't think it's something to stress about. You're basically a model employee. And it's running you ragged. Resist being a model employee. I mean, unlike me, because I purposely get some drinks wrong for customers who annoy me. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's bad. Liam, that could... Don't do that.
Yeah.
You do what? Yeah, Sam. In my corner. Don't get people's orders wrong. Never mind, I won't say anything. But please don't do that anymore. Because, what if someone has, an allergy or something? That could go really badly if someone has an allergy, that could go really badly. So maybe don't do that. No promises me. Very disappointed in you, Liam. But still, is that what's bothering you so much? Oh, no, it's something else. Something that happened last night. What happened? Did another drunk customer try to get inside? No, not this time. Then what? I thought I was going to be one of the first victims to a zombie apocalypse since a zombie showed up at our store last night. But no, the zombie eats cookies instead of human flesh, and because I felt guilty if she got put up at some government facility, I am now harboring her in my own home. Additionally, while this is all happening, I have an interview in about a month and a half coming up for a job I'm not sure that I want, but my oppressive mother keeps pushing me to do. So now everything just feels like it's closing in on me, and I can't breathe at all due to the overwhelming stress and anxiety I'm feeling. And I just kind of want to curl up on my bed, hide under my blanket, and never come out again. A lot happened. I'll just say that. Okay. Feel like that's not everything, but I won't pry. But I ask something else?
Oh.
What is it? When I opened this morning, why were there crumbs all over the ground? I mean, typically you keep this place pretty clean whenever I open, so that seemed off to me. Oh no, I forgot to clean up this place after Cookie came in. Ham? Well, you see. Think of something to say, brain. A stray cat came in and scared me. Thanks a lot, brain. What do I keep you around for? A stray cat? I was baking some cookies for fun, and this stray cat just came in and surprised me. It looked really cold and hungry too, and I felt bad for it, so I took it home with me. That's why I was late as well. I was worried about it last night and had to go make food for it. Makes sense. Well, hey, that's pretty sweet of you to do that for the cat. Safe. Though, have you ever had a cat before? No, not really. My parents didn't care for animals, so we never had any pets. Though I don't think they would have also approved the idea of owning a zombie either. Then if you need any help, you could come to me. Huh? You'll help? Yeah, I'm pretty good with animals. You have had pets before? Well, yeah, though that's not the only reason I'm good with animals. But you know, I'm sure I could still offer some advice to help. He's a werewolf. That's the other reason. I figured it out. I'm a genius. But no, I'm sure I could still offer some advice to help you if you ever need any. So if you have any questions, I'll be a quick call or text away. Liam, thanks. I really appreciate it. Though now I feel bad for lying. So, Sam, out of curiosity, would you say you're a dog or a cat person? Okay. Werewolf suspicion is getting stronger. Huh? Well... See, now, in the before times, I would say cat. But then, we got a dog. His name's Francisco. You might hear him in one of the videos that I recorded at my house. I don't know how much of Francisco I added out. And, I don't know, I can't do that to him. Come on. But I don't really like dogs in general. I only like Francisco. It's favoritism. Cause like a lot of dogs, they're very loud, and I can't deal with it. Or they're big, and I also can't deal with it. They're just a lot. But Francisco, he can be a lot sometimes, but he can also be sleepy sometimes. And he also only ever barks when he's angry, which is good because see, it's important that I was thinking about if we had a dog and it barked when it was excited, then I'd be angry every time the dog was excited, and that wouldn't help foster a bond. But Francisco, at least when Francisco's mad and it makes me mad, we're on somewhat of the same wavelength. And anyway, I'm still not a dog person, you know? But gosh dang it, I enjoy Francisco more. Francisco's my personal pet. I have personal bias. I don't. We had a dog. No, we had a cat, but it was so long ago that I was like, his name was Bartok. I don't remember him that much. He was fun to have around. So like I like cats more in general because like just I mean honestly they're just low maintenance, and I kind of like the idea of the two of us just kind of chilling in the same house instead of interacting. It's like a roommate, but it's an animal. But then again, like with the dog's the only one I've had massive positive like reinforcement with, because I've actually in recent times like been in mass amounts of contact with a dog, but it's only this one specific dog that doesn't have that. It's like the perfect dog. It's the right size. It's the right noise level. And like so like you know, so it's hard to pick here. I'm going to say both because they don't have a. This is the cop out answer, but it's giving it to me, so I'm clicking it. I think both are nice. I don't think I could choose just one. That's fair. Also makes sense for you. Oh? How so? Well, someone as sweet as you, it makes sense you would pick both instead of just one. That's not the reasoning. I went over the reasoning. No. Well, I don't know if I'm sweet. You're kidding? You're one of the sweetest people I know. I doubt you could even hurt a fly. You think too highly of me.
Nah.
I killed a fly yesterday. No, I'm not. I mean, don't you remember when you helped me? Sam, help. The espresso machine is broken again. I'm sorry, Sam. I have no clue what happened. Oh, why are the machines here so tough to work with? I don't know, Jane. Maybe if you actually tried to learn how to fix them yourself, instead of relying on Sam to fix them for you, this wouldn't happen so often. Who says I'm not trying to learn? Besides, it's the dumb espresso machine's fault for breaking so often. Or maybe your brain's fault for being broken. Sam, Liam's being mean. Liam, that wasn't nice at all. Fine. Sorry. And Jane, go ahead and wait in the back. I'll go help you soon. Thanks, Sam. I appreciate it. Another day at work, then. I'll talk to you later, then, Liam. Yeah, later. Ellipses. It's later. Work was tiring as usual. I don't even feel like eating dinner again. I know it's not healthy to keep... Did you forget about the zombie in your house? I know it's not healthy to keep skipping meals, but I'm so tired. I should at least make sure Cookie... You have not. Okay, that's good. That's good. But I should at least make sure Cookie has eaten. So hopefully she likes this cake I got for her from the store. I'm back. You're back. I am here. What's this? It's cake from the store. Go ahead and eat this. I also got you some chicken and mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes. Oh no. I just said mashed potatoes. So, great. I also got you some chicken and mashed potatoes, since I wasn't sure if you only ate sweets. She takes the bag from me. You're not gonna eat? No, I think I'll head to bed. Okay, see ya. I start putting my stuff down on the floor. Should probably shower, but even that feels like too much of a hassle. Ugh. Disgusting. Ugh. I rush into the living room. What's wrong? The cake you gave me. It's gross. It is? I walk over to the table and cut myself a piece for myself to try. Ugh. This is gross. Stores. Lesson learned. Never buy store-bought cake. If you do that, now you have to feel guilty about it. Write this down. Important to know. It tastes bland, and the frosting is too overwhelming. I kind of see what she means. I can't eat this. Well, I can see why, but that will be a problem then. I'm not sure what else you can eat. That grocery store is the only one that sells sweets nearby. What about those cookies? Where'd you get those from? Oh, I made those. You made them? Yeah. Don't know why I said I don't feel shy about the fact that that was not a shy reading, sorry. Shy about the fact that I was the one who made those cookies. Probably because it's been so long. That makes sense. Huh? How so? Just, they were really good, and they did have this homemade feel to them. Homemade feel? Like they were made with love or something. Or, some shit like that. Either way, they were a lot better than the shitty cake. This was the first time someone complimented my food. And although it was the best compliment, although it wasn't the best compliment, I felt genuinely happy that someone thought that what I made was better. And she wasn't wrong that I do, in a way, put love in my baking. I always make sure to put care into what I make. And she saw that. I was so tired before, but now, want me to make you something else? Oh, whoops, I cooked on. Huh? Didn't you say you were tired? I was. But I don't mind making you something else. Besides, I can also I can read. Besides, I can also make dinner for myself. And I shouldn't be skipping dinner so often. Or I'll end up being a zombie like you, maybe. Too soon? Way too soon. I'll just keep my mouth shut and make dinner then. And here we are. It's a strawberry shortcake. I didn't have much time, so I had to get a bit creative. You see, for the whip, oh, wait, you're already eating it. She stares back at me, her face covered in cream. Fine, I'll forgive you this time. I sat down across from her and began to eat my own dinner. Since it's been so long since I've had a proper meal, I'd eat slowly as my stomach wasn't used to having this much in one sitting. Oh no, that's bad, right? Like, if you don't eat for enough that your stomach gets used to not, it's hard to then... Is this... I don't know if this is a real thing. Because I guess I don't know if that's bad either. I'm assuming it's bad. But I guess, I don't know. Never mind, retracting all comments. Why did I become so unhealthy? Guess stress can do that to you. This is really good. I'm glad to hear that. Although, I did wish you listened when I tried to explain to you how I made it. Was too hungry. But this is totally better than that shitty cake you gave me. I'm flattered. Though I am sorry that I did try to feed that cake to you. You're forgiven, since you made me this. Oh, wow. Thanks. Honestly, though, if something like that cake sold, you could sell your stuff easily. Easy? I messed up. Really? Yeah, haven't you ever thought of it before? Well, when I was a kid, I dreamed of being a baker, but that dream was quickly shut down by my parents. I have thought about it. I mean, who doesn't want to be paid for something they worked hard on, especially when they enjoy it? But I have no idea how I could even make a profit off baking, other than maybe owning my own bakery or working at one. And that's not going to happen. Why not? Just reasons. The cream, it's different from other creams I've tried. You said you tried something different, right? Can you tell me? Of course. You see, with the whipped cream, I added some sugar, but I also added pudding mix. They're bonding. You can see the bonding. Well, I guess I should head to bed. Night, Cookie. Hey.
Oh.
Yeah? You never did tell me your name. Oh. You're right. I don't recall ever telling you my name. Yeah. So what is it? It's Sam, short for Samantha. Got it. Thanks for dinner, Sam. Thanks for joining me. It was nice. Yeah, well, night. Good night. I groggily walk over to my desk and take my meds. Even though I'm tired and stressed, I know if I skip my estrogen meds, I'll just be even more stressed out. However, that was the only thing I had energy to do. I guess it would be fine to just sleep in my day clothes for tonight. Though I also did that yesterday night. We're just gonna wear day clothes every night. Alright, let's head to bed. I grabbed my phone at my desk to see who was contacting me. It's Liam. Hey! This is Liam. Just wanted to make sure this number works. Oh, right. I recalled that after work, Liam and I exchanged numbers, since he did offer to give me tips on how to take care of cats, which was nice. Alright, prediction. I like making predictions, because otherwise it's just me reading. Prediction. The cat advice is going to be surprisingly relevant. I'm bad at making predictions. But the stray I took in wasn't actually a cat, but a zombie. And I somehow doubt he could give me tips on how to take care of a zombie. If you ever need cat-related, or if you need to talk, cat-related or not, I'm here on this cell phone. Thanks, Liam. I really appreciate it. Still, it was actually nice for Liam to go this far for me. We've always been casual co-workers, so I never really hung out or talked with him outside of work. I wonder why he's going this far through to help me. Maybe he just really likes cats? Oh shoot, I should probably reply to him. I should head to bed soon though. Have a nice night. You too. Sweet dreams. Well, that was nice. Alright, time to sleep. I turn off the lights and continue undressing. I crawl into bed and slip under the covers. Yet, despite my earlier exhaustion, I found myself restless and unable to sleep. Which was weird, since usually I was so exhausted I would fall asleep as soon as I hit the bed. I step out of the bed. Maybe I should do something else for a bit. Ooh, alright, we have a choice. We could check on Cookie, text Liam. Alright. I think this is like a route choice, right? This is how these work, right? So like, I get to choose which of the people we're going after. Well, I was hoping. Alright, so like I want to make the decisions generally, because that's how I want to play the game and actually make the decisions. But like, I guess I hope you all enjoy me just reading a book to you. Yeah. I suddenly felt the urge to check on Cookie. I'm choosing Cookie, by the way. She can't, because Liam served someone the wrong order of coffee, and I'm still angry at him. She came here passed out on our first night. I wonder if she's still doing okay. I stepped out into the living room. Oh. Ah. I find Cookie's still awake as well. Can't sleep? Not really. Me neither. Do you need anything to help make you more comfortable? I'm good. You don't have to tend to my every need, I can take care of myself for the most part. Oh, okay. An awkward, tense silence now hung in the air. You mind if I watch TV? Ah, not at all. Go ahead. Cookie then continues to turn on the TV. She turns on a Netflix and starts browsing around. She then stops at this one horror movie and plays it. What? Just, you picked a horror movie, so it's kind of ironic, because you know. Fine, I'll give you that. Do you like horror movies too? They're alright, kind of fun to watch dumb teens get cut by a machete. I agree, especially when they obviously deserve it, for going into some spooky basement. I mean, is that a basis? Is that a basis for murder? I mean, I guess it's trespassing, but like, trespassing isn't a basis for murder. I think, do not quote me for legal advice, but pretty sure trespassing is not a basis for being murdered. But yeah, Death by stupidity. I couldn't help but laugh at that. However, another thought comes to my mind. You have no clue how this happened to you. Oh, no, that's not the right tone. You have no clue how this happened to you? Nope. I see. I obviously wanted to ask more. Like, how are you able to move like this? Do you need any other nutrients to keep you alive? Should you be eating vegetables? You sure you won't end up eating my flesh in the middle of the night? You sure? But since today was a special day for both of us, it's best if I just leave it there. Well, I just wanted to check if you were doing okay. Which is half true. I also couldn't sleep. And usually when I couldn't sleep, I also sat on the couch to watch TV too. But maybe she wouldn't want the company. And I don't want to bother her. But I also don't want to go back to my room and stare at my ceiling for an hour. The answer is to start a live stream. As I kept standing there, anxiously thinking to myself what I should do, I almost didn't hear Cookie's voice above my thoughts. Hey. Huh? I asked you if you wanted to join me. Oh. Are you sure? Yeah, looks like you want to join anyway. Oh, sorry. Stop apologizing so much. Makes me feel like I did something wrong. Sorry, I'll... Say sorry again and I'll bite you. Okay. I won't. I won't. Good. Now, are you gonna join me or what? Oh, yes. I'll nervously take a seat next to Cookie. You don't have to act so skittish around me either. I'm not gonna actually bite you. I just said that to you to stop apologizing so much. Besides, we already established that I'm not going to eat you. Sorry, I didn't mean to act as if... Although, maybe not in the cannibalistic sense, but if you're talking about a different sense... I choked on air. What? She laughed at my response. I'm teasing. Tease. Wait, did she just flirt with me? Am I perchance in a dating sim? This question and more next. Should I flirt back? Or would that be weird? It's too late to do it now. Just change the subject. I quickly try to change the subject from the awkward topic. So, what's this movie about? Teens having sex at some haunted place and then getting killed for it. Ah, so a class. Also not sure if that's like a murder justification. Like, I know we're a little cavalier about murder on the channel, but like, you know, just saying. Exactly. Cookie and I watched the movie together. I also don't actually know why that's like a slasher trope. Interesting. At the beginning, I couldn't help but feel nervous around her, so I stiffly sat as I watched the movie with her. However, as the movie progressed, I began to feel more relaxed around her. No, don't go there. And is that... Why go to the source of the noise? You're supposed to run from it. That's classic human curiosity. Right? If I was in a horror movie, I would be smarter than that. Sure. No, that's a long sure. Sure. Huh? What do you mean by that? Just thinking. Would you? I mean, when you first met me, you did throw a bag of cookies at me. and then continue to stand there frozen. If I was a real zombie, pretty sure you would be half devoured by now. I sputter. That's different. I was just stricken because an actual zombie appeared in front of me. I mean it. If you were real, I would have totally fought back. Sure. Whatever you say. I'm not one of those dumb girls who die, I swear. She laughed softly, to my dismay. We continued to watch the movie together, occasionally making small jokes at the expense of dying teens, or commentary about how illogical everyone in the film acted. We even got a few good laughs from watching the cheesy death scenes, which in our agreed opinion showed way too much breasts. It almost felt as if we were two good friends who knew each other for years instead of a day. By the end of it, I found myself significantly more relaxed than I was before. The movie had ended, but I didn't quite feel ready to go to bed. Maybe I should try and make some conversation. Cookie. Alright, we have a choice. Alright, we could either A, ask what kind of movies she's into. We already kind of know that a little bit, but, you know. We can also ask, what food do you like? We kind of already know that too. Or we could ask if we could just steal Liam's question. Alright. Okay, I'm not creating a poll for any of you, but if you want to leave suggestions, that is allowed. Suggestions are allowed. Mostly because no one has chatted for like a while, and that was back when I was talking about my dog. Because we're at this paradox, right? Like, because like, I would like to. We have this paradox, where I forget what I'm saying, and then don't say anything. No, we have this paradox where, like, for most of it, I'm just reading, and like I'm getting absolutely zero feedback from the live chat. But then we have usually the decisions, which is like prime feedback. But I stubbornly want to just answer the questions honestly. So yeah, I was hoping at least for some forum suggestions. I think. I don't want to just ask about the cat or dog version. You know what? I'm gonna ask, what food do you like? Please go with the Okay, I'm really sorry. There's no rewind. Oh god, I just saw I just saw your message. Engagement failed. Great. Sorry. Please go with the bottom option with the. Sorry about not getting that out in time. Whoops. You realize that's kind of a dumb question to ask an amnesiac. I'm really sorry. Oh gosh. Oh no, I feel terrible about this. You're right. I'm so sorry. That was so stupid of me to ask. It's fine. Still, I'm so sorry. I prefer sweets, which you already knew, which is why someone in chat asked you to do the other one, and then you didn't. Why would you do this? Sweets. That makes sense. What about you? See, now we're learning about Sam. I'm justified in my decision. Hopefully. Me? I like sweets, but I prefer making them than eating them, honestly. Why is that? Oh well, because I gain weight easily. I don't really have that problem. I twitch at her response. Well, not all of us are as blessed as you. Did I hit a nerve? Well, I guess it works out, though. I did want a reason to bake more, so I'll make the sweets and you can eat them. Sounds like a good deal to me. I'm really sorry about the thing, about not picking the option. I didn't save either, so we can't go back. Unless it auto does it? No, it's... I haven't been saving either. Okay. I thought you would say that. Almost makes it feel like it was fate that we met. I meant... fate, huh? I blushed even more. What do we have for breakfast tomorrow? That was kind of random to bring up. I think French toast would be nice. French toast isn't... I mean, French toast is kind of meh. See, now that I've said a controversial... I mean... French toast is fine. I mean, I surprisingly don't like sweets. Like, I do like sweets, but, like, French toast... Like, if you're gonna go sweet, you gotta, like, commit all into the sweet. I only really like sweets as, like, a dessert kind of thing, or if it's all into sweet. But generally, when I think of food, I think of, like, savory stuff. That's why I chose the omelet. French toast is, like... It's like a sweet breakfast food. I don't gel with those well. I see. Although I don't think I'm getting close. I'm closer to finding out where Cookie came from. I am at least happy to get to know her more. Well, I should head back to bed. Yeah, alright. Hey. Night, Sam. Good night, Cookie. I return to my room. As I lay in bed, my mind begins to wander. I was kind of worried about having a zombie in my home. I mean, for reasons other than the possibility of having her eat my flesh. But I also never lived with anyone else other than my family. And I could barely stand living with them, especially with my mother constantly berating me. It had been mostly me in this apartment, so I wasn't used to that feeling of having another presence. I thought that having another person in my home would be unsettling at the very least. Yet having Cookie here and having dinner... I do love me some French toast, especially when it's made from cinnamon raisin bread. It's so delicious. So now we're adding raisins. That's more sweet. Which is the opposite direction. See, alright, so like, okay. So, thing about French... I also haven't had much good French toast. Like, French toast feels like a meal that is easy to get wrong. Like, because it's easy to get it to go stale. And I guess I haven't had a really good example of French toast, but... I don't know. It's also like... It's thick bread. So, like... I don't know. Maybe I'd like it from raisin bread. I don't know. I just don't think it's likely. What was it? Right. Yet having dinner here, and having dinner here and having Cookie with her, and watching a movie with her afterwards, it didn't feel that weird. She was quiet, yet also blunt. And usually when I'm around new people, I feel awkward and feel the need to make conversation. Yet with Cookie, I didn't feel uncomfortable around her at all. I mean, you were a little uncomfortable. Like, there were some scenes where you were somewhat uncomfortable. I guess that could be considered normal awkwardness. Quite the opposite, actually. Talking with Cookie was easy. Except for all those times you apologized to me. Well, it's easy in hindsight, because it was so enjoyable. And surprisingly fun. And it did help that she was a good listener. So rather than focusing on trying to fill the air with meaningless conversation, like asking what her favorite food was, I actually felt like I could relax and speak freely around her, without worrying what she thought of me. It was nice. Maybe it's not so bad having someone else here. I wonder what dessert I should make for her tomorrow. I also wonder if that will become expensive to make like a new cake every day. I'll definitely make something better. Maybe I should search up some recipes tomorrow. Oh no, it's like increasingly good desserts too. As I kept thinking of what to make for dinner tomorrow, I could slowly feel sleep overtake me. Yet unlike most nights where I dread waking up and facing another stressful day, I couldn't wait for the next day to come. She's found something to live for. That's good. Good to have that. Oh, we're at a new chapter. Chapter 2, I'm dead serious. Alright, this is chapter 2. So I'm going to go to the... So, this is save, right? Make a save. And then... Between chapters is a good time for content engagement. What do you all think of the game so far? Please talk to me. I'm desperate for attention. It's weird. Like, I was like reading the visual novel. I don't have like a good like streaming flow for it yet. I have a fairly good flow like reading it and like stuff. But I don't think, because this happened a little bit with I Want to Pursue the Main Side Character, where I don't really have, like, a good handle on how to flow it as a stream. I'm not used to doing this, because I'm used to having a fairly passive role, because, like, I don't usually play that, like... Is it because maybe I should do the voices again? No, you know what, I'm going to commit to not doing voices, or at least doing pretty light voices, and I don't know, you know, like, because like I got through like one shot's fairly story based, but there's also like enough, I don't know, and then one shot was, yeah, I don't know, I'm gonna keep going. I have a few days have passed since Cookies has started living with me. And it has been awkward. Oh, my head hurts. Hey. Oh, hey, Cookie, have you eaten yet? No. Oh, well, I have to head to work, so I'll leave my debit card for you on the counter. Go ahead and order something for you online to eat again, okay? Okay. I am still here for the wholesome Latvian energy oil. Thank you, Yuri. Bye then. It's been like that for the past couple of days. I awkwardly greet her in the morning, and then leave to work, then come back home, and she's usually fast asleep. We haven't really talked much since that first night. Wait. Alright, good time to use the Wait. No, there's a better mechanic. We're gonna use the history, because I forgot how long it's been. Alright. A few days have passed since Cookie started living with me. And it is a few days. I want to approach her as I feel like getting closer would help me find out more about her past. But also, since she's living with me, I thought it'd be nice if we could become friends. I never had many friends. It's my poor attempts at getting closer with Cookie have shown, but I still like to get to know Cookie better. And hopefully become close. Okay, Sam. Tomorrow is the day. I am going to ask Cookie if she wants to try and become friends. No more excuses. I can do this. I can do this. I can do this. Hey. Good morning, Cookie. Okay. Morning to you too, I guess. So, Cookie. Yeah. I guess I'll see you tonight, then. You failed. Fine. I shuffle nervously. Cookie.
Huh?
What?
Ow.
I am... You know what? Never mind. It's not important. Oh, for fuck's sake, would you stop doing that? Huh? Stop that whole, oh, I have something to say. Never mind, it's not important crap. You've done that like, I can't even count how many times you've done that. At least 3 times. Wanting to say something to me, but you never spit it out. Why can't you just say what you want to my face already? I'm sorry. Guess it's not my place to say this as I'm staying in your apartment. But if you have something to say, just say it. Because keeping me on edge like that isn't fair either. Maybe what you want to say seems unimportant to you, but the other party may think differently. That's the moral of the story today. We always have to have a moral every stream. No, we're not making that a policy. She then crosses her arms and looks away from me. As you can see from the image. You should head to work. Now you want to be late. Yeah. Bye then. I leave the apartment quietly. It's going well. We got along so well in the first night, and now look at how things are. She ended up getting frustrated with me because I kept holding back in front of her. But I just wasn't sure how to approach her. I mean, ever since she started living here, she's been quiet and distant, mostly either sleeping or watching TV. I wanted to get to know her better, but I felt that maybe she should have some space, and she did lose her memories and found out she died. Which is why I kept hesitating around her. But I never meant for her to get upset at me. It'd be really weird if you did. It's like the idea like, haha, she'll get upset at me if I do this. Like, but now I guess she probably hates living with me. Or maybe she just hates me in general. That we can't give up here. Sigh. Something up, Sam? Not really. Why do you ask? Just because that was the 5th time you sighed since you came to work. Oops. Sorry, I didn't. I just kind of having some personal trouble. Huh? Is it about the stray you took in? Sort of. Well, I told you that you could always come to me if you're ever having trouble. So why don't you tell me what's up? William did say that I could come to him for advice. But that's because he thinks I have a stray cat, and not a zombie. But he also said I could text or call him for anything. Yet, I actually haven't been really texting him or calling him through, though, since that first night. I've been too scared to. I'm not really sure how often I can bother a person, and I don't want to ruin my relationship with Liam by becoming an annoyance to him. Besides, I'm not sure if I could explain my problem to him even if I tried. It's okay, Liam. Besides, we shouldn't be talking so much during work. We should head to get back to work. That's the typo. I mean, we can talk a little. Remember, I'm the slacking off one. It's okay. Don't worry about it. It's not important. Well, alright. I can't keep telling everything when it's not important. Don't you realize that it's hurting things more than less? Never mind. I'm going to head to the back to prep things. See you, Liam. Yeah, see ya. Everyone wants to know what you have to say. It was now time for us to close soon. From the looks of the store, I have a lot to do before heading home. Hey, Sam, I just want to check up on you again. Are you sure you don't want to talk about what's bothering you? William has been trying to get me to talk all day. He's nothing if not persistent. But I still refuse to trouble him with my own problems. You're troubling him more with your lack of problems. It's fine, Liam. And besides, shouldn't you head home soon? Your shift is over. Yeah, but what about you? Cleaning up the store may not be easy today, especially thanks to that one family that came in. You'll be here all night if you try and do it on your own. At least let me help you with that. It's okay, Liam. I can handle it. Yeah, besides, it might be better if I don't go home right now anyways. No, don't avoid Cookie. No. Liam, please.
Huh?
Why? I can't explain. Besides, I doubt you could help me with this problem anyway. I'll wipe these. Seriously? Do you know how messed up that sounds? Like, maybe you're right. Maybe I can't help, but at least I can listen. Even if I can't help solve your problems, I at least want to help you so you're not stressing about them by yourself. But no, you keep pushing me away. Every time you ever seemed troubled, you just would keep pretending you were alright no matter how many times I asked you what was wrong. Do you know how that makes others feel when you shut them out like that? Well, that's how it is. Fine. I won't try to help you anymore. I'm done trying to talk with you. I'm heading home then. Just don't say I didn't try and help. He walks down and slams his door shut. I wince at the loud sound it made. Oh no. I made him upset. It didn't even matter that I tried not to burden him with my problems. He still got annoyed at me. I can't do anything right. I thought about how I angered Cookie because she got frustrated with me, holding back what I wanted to say. And I tried not to bother Liam with my issues and be a burden to him, and he still got upset with me. And now they both probably hate me. I started to tear up. No matter what I do, all I do is mess things up. But maybe I could try and fix this. Yeah, I can't give up. But how would I even fix this? Alright. We have another choice. Which will it be? Milking the suspense. Milking the suspense. I mean, I'm pretty sure. My vote's on Cookie. I will hear the. Alright, you will have the chance to try to convince me to. You can either rally behind my decision or you can try to convince me to choose a different one. Because I want to make these decisions at least somewhat interactive, even if I want to actually make the decisions. I am currently on the Cookie option. That is the one I am leaning towards fairly heavily. So you got a lot of work ahead if you want to try and convince me not to do Cookie. And also, so like, yeah, it's the engagement drive. Yeah. I mean, like, I'm doing, like, I mean, I'm more invested in the Cookie friendship because Liam is serving wrong orders to people, something which I am against on a personal level. So, it's like, but I can make a poll, technically. Actually, yeah, I can make an actual poll. It's not worth it to make a poll for something where I know the answer, though, right? Like, I'm just gonna go to Cookie. All right, that's it. I'm gonna finish cleaning up as quickly as possible and head home. I'm gonna go and talk with Cookie and find out maybe why she is upset at me. And then apologize to her for upsetting her. You already know why she's upset at you. She's upset because you keep implying you have things to say to her and then not saying them, which is making her uneasy. Whatever it is that I did. I'm pretty sure she told you that, like, in the first half. Explicitly. Alright, let's do this. Oh, new set. After I finished cleaning up the cafe, I began to make my way home. I continued to go over in my head of what I would say to Cookie once I saw her. Sorry I've been chatting. Some of this hits kind of close to home and I don't really know what to talk about. Nah, that's fine. It's just, I get worried because I've been talking. I've been reading that. I get worried. My vote is definitely best girl low. Alright, we have another vote for... Yeah, I didn't think anyone was going to vote Liam. I was hoping... So, okay. I guess I could also... this is a good enough time. I'm playing this partially because the Tsundere... I am really excited. So, I'm playing this mostly because I'm really excited about what Tsundere Studio is working on right now, which is a game called I Just Want to Be Single. And so I am really excited for that game. And so I'm playing through the backlog. I already did a stream with... I Just Want to Pursue the main side character was the other one. And so, like, I do want to go through and play all of it and get all of the stuff in it. So we will unfortunately have to interact with Liam eventually. But I am definitely still on the... I'm on the cookie route at this point. But yeah, no. It's fine. You don't have to chat. I'm sorry if I keep emphasizing the chat thing. I just feel like I'm failing as a streamer because, normally I play a game and I put my commentary over it. So even if no one else in stream is talking, it feels a bit empty, but at least I'm saying something. But with this, I'm reading. And so a lot of it is just saying what the game is saying. And so when someone chats, it's more important. It feels more important to me because then I can inject some value into watching a live stream of this by responding. But then when I'm just reading, I do feel a little worried that I'm not giving people enough value for their content. But I don't mean to pressure people. It's probably bad for me to pressure people to talk though. So I don't want to make you feel bad for not talking. It's just I get worried I'm not doing a good enough job when I don't have anything to say. But I don't want to disrespect the thing by just talking over it. So I've been adding these little comments, but I still want to take it very, very seriously. It's, yeah. And I don't play a lot of visual novels. This is also a bit new to me. I'm so sorry that you're upset at me. Wait, no, that makes it sound like it's her fault for being upset. I'm sorry that I upset you? Sounds vague. That also... Actually, let me look at the history. I'm sorry that you're so upset at me. I mean, I also still think that this also isn't any... It's not any better. It also still sounds like you're making it what should I say to her? Well, you should... Oh, is this going to be a choice? No, it's not a choice. I have an answer. I think what you should say is, hello, I am sorry for constantly muttering off. I know that made you angry earlier, and I am really sorry about doing that. And then just explain why you're doing it. And then also, because I think, alright, I'm not sure if this is actually what Cookie's feeling, but I would think that part of the issue is, because, she is trying to work up the courage to, ask to be friends, right? But, I thank you that I'm doing pretty good. That makes me feel better. Boosting my ego, just like the streams are meant to do. Fool, you've fallen into my trap. No, I was psychoanalyzing. Where was I? Oh, yeah. So, part of that is, of course, that I think, there's it's assertive. But she mentioned earlier in the history, if we look back on a dialogue, she mentions, it's up here somewhere. No, before that, Liam's being Liam. And I feel like Liam could have handled this conversation better too, but we're not getting into Liam. I don't want to talk about Liam. Before Liam, she says, maybe what you want to say seems unimportant to you, but the other party may think differently. And I think, part of it's don't assume people don't care before you do it. But I think also part of it is, if someone's constantly, doesn't seem to be able to work up the courage to talk to you, wouldn't you worry that, my concern, I think Cookie thinks that we have a problem with Cookie. Right? Because, that's what I would think. If someone kept coming up, trying to say something, and then mumbling away, I'd be like, they're too afraid of me to, mention a grievance. And that's what I think is the miscommunication here. I mean, because there is some value to even, you shouldn't presume that it's going to go badly. Or, well, but, what Sam's doing is really more of just, a social anxiety thing. So, I think Cookie is, because this is happening, I think Cookie is constantly, she thinks that she's messing something up, and that, and I think that that's why she's getting so upset about it. And why she's like, just say it to my face is basically, I think, what you're saying here. Because she doesn't realize that Sam is actually just trying to, like, ask. Like, they're just trying to, they're trying to get to know her better with this. That's my theory on what's going on. However, before I could figure out what I would like to say to her, I was already inside my apartment. Here goes nothing. And you could have waited outside the apartment before you entered. Or around the block if you didn't want to look weird. I'm back. This is it, Sam. You got this. Just say you're sorry to her in a calm, composed manner. I'm going to guess... Alright. There's a dash here, which means she's about to get interrupted. My guess is that either A, Cookie is asleep, because Sam has mentioned Liam may not have made the best decision, but I can tell he really cares and wants to help. That is true. Both of them care, I will say. I've been kind of joking about it, but I do think it is a bad idea to not give people the menu items they order. Partially because, like, being, like... Yeah, it's bad, like, for people to be mean with you, but, like, there are legitimate reasons for people to want to order things, and, like, it's just, like... because someone's mean to you doesn't mean you should, like, screw things up for them. So I do think it, but I guess... Well, I can tell, like, he's not supposed... Like, that's not... I think that you're not supposed... That I'm not supposed to dislike that trait as much as I do. And he does seem generally to be kind of caring. He's just kind of, like, less rigorous than Sam in his duties. And, like, kind of... But he still... He clearly cares. I will say. I didn't mean to make it... I might be ragging on Liam a little much. I can tell that he does care. And although we definitely could have handled the conversation better, both of them are having... Both of them... Like... Well, actually, no. Well, yeah, I mean, theoretically, I think... Because with Liam's explicitly doing it because he's worried about her problems. Because Liam is sensing something's wrong, and he's annoyed at being brushed off when asking help. Whereas my theory for Cookie is that Cookie doesn't realize... whereas my theory for Cookie is that Cookie thinks... Yeah, so... I guess that points... Yeah, interesting. Again, that puts more care onto Liam, because Liam's known her longer, too, so he probably cares more at this point in the story. I was going to say, because of the dash, she mentioned earlier that Cookie's going to be sleeping, so I think Cookie is either asleep or she's about to burst in because the dash is an interruption. Alright. Hey. I'm so sorry! I'm sorry for upsetting you. Wait, no, I'm sorry that I screwed up. No, so much for calm and composed. I'm so sorry. I hope you can forgive me. That's fine. I understand. You do? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Don't worry. I knew this was coming. See, alright. I knew this was coming. Okay, so this is... I see. Cookie thinks that we're sorry because we're about to evict her. This is confirmation that I'm right. Vindication! I just wanted to hear it directly from you. Yeah, see, alright. I didn't correctly predict this. I actually just thought it was like a minor grievance. But no, okay, so she's expecting to be evicted, which I didn't realize before this, but I did. I got some of it. Half credit. I get half credit. I can get half a cookie. That's the point system for this game. I have cookies. But I'll be out of your hair soon. I'm not easy to put up with. And it's too much to have someone harbor a monster. So I'll leave tonight. Wait. What are you talking about? Aren't you telling me to leave? What? No!
What?
Then why are you sorry? Because didn't I upset you earlier? Oh, that. That was just because I was getting stressed. You keep approaching me, and I was anticipating that you were going to ask me to leave. But then you kept pushing the topic away, which kept making me more anxious every time you did that. And so I guess I took my frustrations out on you. Which wasn't cool of me to do. Sorry about that. It's not entirely your fault. I mean, from the sound of it, I did kind of indirectly hurt you. I could see how my behavior would make you nervous. So I'm sorry for making you feel that way too. But I'm confused now. You don't want me to leave? Of course not. I mean, I was uncomfortable with Cookie sometimes. But that was more due to me being nervous about people in general. I never thought of wanting her to leave my place, especially since her circumstances would make it difficult for her too. I think that technically works grammatically. Why would you think that? Because it kept acting all skittish and stuff around me. And it kept trying to tell me something, but then it would clamp up and tell me to forget it. Which is why I thought you wanted to tell me to leave, but were too afraid to. I thought you were uncomfortable with having me around, or regretted bringing me to your place, and you wanted to leave. Me to leave. I'm sorry. I acted like that not because I was uncomfortable with you. I don't have much experience living with anyone else, but family, so I'm not sure how to act. I see. And I thought you hated living with me. Well, that's not true at all. You have free food. Hard to hate someone they give you a place to stay in. Free food? I'm a college student. Free food is everything. I'm not exactly sure how to take that. But at least you don't hate me. And also, Cookie, I don't want you to leave. You sure? I mean, you were kind of forced in taking me in. I mean, no. Honestly, if I was in that situation, I would probably just leave. Like, Sam is being a better person than I am in this situation, because if I, was working at a cafe and a zombie came in and collapsed, ate cookies and then collapsed, I would not bring them to my place of residence. I would leave awkwardly. So Sam wasn't really forced to take you in. I guess Sam didn't actively choose. I mean, I guess that's more of a point towards what Cookie's saying, because Sam took her in out of kindness, and so it could be. Never mind.
Huh?
I wasn't forced. It was my decision to let you stay with me, and I know it will be difficult for you to leave and find some place to stay, as, if anyone saw you, they would probably shoot you in the head. That's true, since it's so easy to get a gun in this country. That is true. I was gonna say that, I will say, alright, so this happens a lot in fiction, where there's just this kind of assumption where, oh, something supernatural happens, and they're surprised for, a little bit, and then you go back. I don't think, I was gonna say that people probably, wouldn't see zombie and then just immediately shoot someone, because the chances of it not being a zombie are, in the real world, that's way higher, because zombies don't exist. And so, if you just saw someone and thought they looked like a zombie, and then, decided to headshot them, that would go really badly. But I'm guessing, generally in these kind of I guess this is urban fantasy. Generally in these kinds of stories, there's a mild surprise at this new supernatural, and not what I would expect would really happen, which is a lot of denial. So it is, I guess, supposedly plausible. Also, we now have confirmation the game takes place in America, so that's good to know. But also, I actually like your company. When we had dinner together, it was nice having dinner with someone for a change instead of eating alone. So what I'm trying to say is, you should stay. Tell them, you're ready to leave. Okay. I guess I'll stay. Okay. But there's still one thing that's confusing me. What were you trying to say to me before? All those times you kept walking up to me, spouting like 1 or 2 words, and then running off. I thought you were trying to tell me to leave.
Huh?
But if that's not the case, what were you trying to do? Oh, I was actually trying to get closer to you, get to know you better, by trying to start a conversation, but then I kept getting scared and running off instead. Seriously? Sorry, I never meant for my attempts at making conversation to come off as me wanting to express my desire for you to leave, though. I guess I really need to work on my social skills, laugh track. Yeah, you do. Though this could have been avoided if we both talked it out. Communication is important. That's the moral of the stream. So I guess you're not the only one who needs to work on their social skills. So, I'm sorry for not saying anything either, and for snapping at you earlier. Thanks, but yeah, we just have to work and communicate with each other more. Then we could have saved each other from all the frustrating feelings we were feeling. Liam! Oh, Liam! I then recall Liam, who was still upset at me. You okay? So we're skipping over Liam. So when you pick, you don't just pick the order. You pick the only... Like, so... My guess is these routes go along fairly linearly. And then when it comes to a choice between Cookie and Liam, the corresponding other choice kind of just happens off screen, it appears. Although that might be just because we had to make up with Liam here for the story to move on. And that might not be the case, because I guess, yeah. I wonder how much is different and how much is the same if you switch routes. And I guess you can also mix and match routes. Oh, sorry, I was just thinking about a friend of mine. She was worried about me, and I've kept trying to get Teddy to talk about my troubles. But I kept avoiding it, and it ended up making her upset. Why didn't you just vent to him then? Do you not trust him? It's not that. It's just that when I was growing up, I had to deal with a lot. And I found that whenever I shared my feelings or tried to talk to anyone about it, I would just be annoying them or ruin the mood. Or they look at me differently. I have a brief thought about my parents. Or they wouldn't care. And so I started to get scared that if I kept burdening them with my troubles, they wouldn't want me around anymore. So I bottled up everything. I thought if I try and push everything down, even if my face kept hurting because I forced myself to smile, or even if it hurts to breathe sometimes, or even if I ended up crying alone, I thought it would make things easier for everyone. I think about Liam. I kept pushing him away and ended up hurting him. Yet I'm starting to learn that may not be true. I just hurt someone who could have been my friend. Because it seemed like I was trying to push them away. Were you? Not intentionally. And I think about how painful it was for me whenever I kept pushing down my feelings instead of expressing them. Because I was so afraid to trouble others. I would often cry alone and wallow in self-loathing. Like earlier. It's probably not good for me either. But what else can I do? I mean, I just drove off another person because I refused to let them in and be honest with them. I guess I was probably keep being alone. You have Cookie. You're saying this while right in front of Cookie. I see. I think that you should just not do that, though. Huh? Like you said, bottling up your feelings seems to just hurt everyone, especially yourself. So why keep it up? It's probably not easy for you to just break that habit, though, but you'll probably stop eventually. Because if you continue doing so, those negative feelings will just continue to fester inside you. Is this how zombies are born? Like ghosts, but like, because, you know, ghosts have unfinished business and stuff. So instead, it's like, it's not, like, okay. This is a really dumb theory, but like my new theory is that zombies are made because Cookie seems like she's talking from experience. So zombies might theoretically be made when someone lets negative feelings fester and then they die, and those feelings bring you back to life. That's my new theory. And you just destroy yourself. You're right.
Mm-hmm.
Good. Then start by talking to your friend tomorrow. I'm sure they'll forgive you then. Actually, let's start here. Cookie, from now on, let's communicate to each other when something is bothering us. Like how I thought you hated living with me, or you thought I wanted you to leave. I mean, kind of weird how you thought I hated living with you when I'm crashing here rent-free and being fed, but sure. Still, if we're going to be living with each other, we shouldn't hide things from each other, right? And if something is ever upsetting you, Cookie, or you need to vent, please feel free to come to me. I'll listen. Then you better do the same. I expect you to tell me whenever something annoys you. I work in retail, so you might hear me vent a lot then. Just today, I had a customer try and get a free drink by complaining that their drink didn't have enough whipped cream. Well, how about you tell me about it? Sure, but how about I make dinner too? And I can tell you all about it while we eat. Sounds like a plan. Alright, so question. If you haven't noticed, I've been sneaking like subtle voices onto the characters. And by subtle, I mean I don't think I know how to do subtle. Should I keep doing that? Or should I go back to just reading them? New poll. Should I keep up the voices, or are they annoying people? Because I was saying I was like slowly edge back to the voices, which I used to do, but I think I gave up halfway through I want to pursue the main side character or something. This is a new poll. Not a real poll. We're going on the old system of first person who answers gets it. Unless I hear, like, significant resistance. Now I have to wait for, like, the chat to, like, catch up. Because, like, that's the other thing, like, stream lag. So, like, it takes time for a broadcast. Like, people say live broadcast, but, like, it's really almost live. It's not instantaneous. The chat goes a lot faster, so, like, when you chat, you'll see it pop up pretty, like, yeah, but, like, yeah, so, I don't know. It also says my current, also, I keep getting this warning that my bitrate's too low for the streaming, which is very annoying, but luckily I'm also, I mean, you know, it's a visual novel, so it's not anything. Yeah. I can... Oh my... I made a poll. Aren't you all? It's been a while since I made a poll. I'm saying voices with distinguishing features because I'm going to keep reading. Okay, I mean, I guess I could just continue in silence, but, like, no, absolutely not. So, yeah. No one's doing the poll either. Well, you know, I'll keep the poll up, and when someone answers that, I guess I'll keep going. I think there should be a policy to ban annoying customers. But then there would be no customers. Ha-ha. Is that bad? From a business perspective, yes. She snorts. Whatever. Capitalism is dumb anyway, too. I chuckle at her response. Then my eyes stray over to her hands, and up her arms, and up to her face. There's so many stitches. I really wonder what happened to her. Though there's no point of asking, since she probably doesn't remember. But still. Hey. Oh, yes? You're staring at me. No Karens allowed. Alright, we have a yes. We got a yes. Ending poll. I don't know who voted, but one person did. They win. Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, Sam gets my voice because I'm the one, because Sam is like the focus character. So, I just use my regular voice for the main character. It's fine. Then she looks down and picks at her food. I know the stitches aren't pleasant to look at. I must look pretty ugly now. I don't think you're ugly at all. I wasn't staring at stitches because I thought they were ugly. That's not why I was staring. Then why were you staring? Well, I think they look really cool. I was worried they felt painful. I wanted to... Wait a second. These are all lies. These are all lies. No, wait, where's the honest option? Because, like, right? Like, if we will go back to the history... She starts looking up. And then I wonder what happened to them. So she starts looking because she's curious about what happened to them. These are all lies. Oh my gosh. I think they look really cool. I was worried they felt painful. I wanted to touch them. Okay. I feel like saying I wanted to touch them is creepy. Right? That's my guess. Because, and, like, okay, I was worried they felt painful also feels like more of a lie than I think they look really cool. Because that's, like, could be the truth. It's hard to tell based on her narration. Like, that could be the truth. They could be, like, they look cool. Just because, like, they're interesting. I don't feel like... I mean, maybe it's... Alright, I guess it's probably wrong of me to assume that, like... It just, if... I'm gonna go with the top one. I think they look really cool. I actually think they look really cool. They're kind of like battle scars. Make you look, you know, like a bad A. She stares at me incredulously. Did you mean badass? You're too afraid to curse? Seriously? You're such a dork. I mean, that's what I seriously thought. Thanks. Huh? I appreciate the compliment. I'm glad someone at least likes my appearance. I felt my cheeks redden seeing her smile at me. I just thought I should tell you that. I wasn't staring because I thought you were ugly. Do you only think the stitches are... Do you only think the stitches are attractive, then? You're not one of those weirdos who only became attracted to dead things or injured people, are you? No. And I don't think only the stitches are attractive about you. Oh. She tilts her head coyly. What else do you think is attractive about me, then? Well, you do have pretty eyes. And your voice is pleasant. Thank you. I am trying really hard with the voice. No, actually, because there's a voice actor, I guess that's not applicable. Go on. And, Oh, geez, I need to get out of this before I explode. Change the subject. Cookie, you haven't touched the carrots. Oh, yes. Aren't you going to eat them? I don't really want to. That's no. The voice. You're kidding, right? You have to eat some vegetables. You can't just sustain yourself on junk food. Says you. Then what have you been eating while I'm away? I walk over to the trash can. Wait. To see the trash can was filled with pizza boxes, potato chip bags, and every unhealthy thing imaginable. Oh no. This is the diet of a 13-year-old boy.
Huh?
The fuck? A 13-year-old boy? I'm putting you on an actual balanced meal plan from now on. No more ordering out either. I'll be making dinner. And I'll make sure you eat your veggies. Just let me die again, won't you? Why don't you? Alright, I'm going to head to work now. Go, see you then. I'll see you when I get back home. I head towards the door. Hey. Do your best today. I'll try. Our friendship has progressive. I enter the cafe and immediately look around. I then spot Liam's figure behind the register. Hey, Liam. Oh, how do I do? Hey. No, it's not this guy. Hey. Sam, look, I'm sorry. No, don't be. I'm sorry that I kept refusing to talk to you about my problems. I have a hard time talking to others about my problems. And for a long time, I thought it was okay because it made things easier for everyone. But I was starting to realize that it's not okay to just keep everything to myself. Especially from a friend. Well, I'm sorry too that I yelled at you. It wasn't cool of me to do it. It wasn't cool of me to do it all. Even when I was upset, it wasn't okay to lose my temper with you when you were already going through a lot. I'm sorry about that. It's okay. I mean, you're forgiven. And you had your own reasons you were upset, right? Yeah, I guess. I was hurt by the fact that you wouldn't tell me what was going on. It made me feel like I was the only one that thought we were getting close. I'm glad that I'm not, though. You aren't, and I promise I'll do my best to not hide anything from you anymore. Happy to hear that, then. So then, why were you upset yesterday? Oh, well, it's sort of complicated. Maybe I'll tell you later. Sorry, bad habit. How about I just tell you now? I like that. I'm back. Hey. So, how was your day? Not horrible. I made up with my friend. That's good. Hey, Sam. Are you really okay with me living here? I'm not exactly human. And I know I can be a pain to deal with. I think I've wrestled Cookie's accent out of Scottish, which she was for an uncomfortable amount of time. I'm going for like... Alright, what I'm going for currently is more like an old like 1930s salesman voice, which is what I was going for original, but I want it to be like subtle. I don't want it to be like a massive, like, I want these to be like my voice, but like with like light undertones to them. And I just been kind of picking at random. So like, I didn't mean for it to drift into kind of Scottish. And I know I can be a pain. I know it can be a pain to deal with. You don't need to put up with me. I can find a way to survive on my own. I mean, sure, but it probably will be difficult for you. And like I said before, I don't mind you living with me until you find better arrangements. I actually appreciate your company. And also, if you wanted to live somewhere else, you would be able to not eat vegetables. And that's the coward's way out. You're weird. What? But I guess that's not a bad thing. Well, thanks, I guess. So, anything interesting happen at work today? Well, there was a couple of mean customers. You want to talk about it? Sure. Right after I make dinner. Tonight we're having broccoli. Fool! We're eating Clara. That's an inside joke. No one is supposed to get that one. Mark will say something, maybe. Great. A helping hand. I don't know how many chapters there are. We've always been having some pretty simple choices. it mostly appears to be, oh yeah, so between chapters we have to take at least a little bit of a talking break. We're back to when I would originally start streaming, 9. I also feel like some of my awkwardness is going a little bit away. Which just goes to show that it is the voices, fools. Note to self, always put voices in there. Yeah, no. I also got a little bit of my analysis juices working. I think that I'm going to try and keep that up because, again, it adds something. When I'm analyzing, I'm engaging with the content, and it helps, I think. I hope that I do hope I don't upset anyone with the voices. I'm just trying to give some kind of distinction between them. I'm trying to make it somewhat subtle. Because I started this one with no voices. So I was like, you know what? To try and make it blend better. And also I don't want to go too over top with the voices. It's hard. Voices are difficult. Have you ever tried speaking? It's hard. You have to, talk. Yeah, how are you? What do y'all think at this point in the game? That's the question of the... It's the question every chapter. It's the same question I asked last chapter, but never mind. After the whole incident, the awkward atmosphere that was in the home dissipated. Somewhat like the stream. A little, kind of. Now, instead of walking on eggshells around each other, Cookie and I had found a good pace. Although Cookie mostly keeps to herself, often either watching TV, playing video games, or sleeping, she sleeps for most of the day. Sometimes I poked her to check she was still alive since, I kept my promise as well. Healthy meals for Cookie to eat and putting them in the fridge so she didn't have to resort to always ordering pizza. However, making sure she actually ate them was a struggle. Come on, you need to eat your vegetables. No, they're gross. Really? Are you like a child or something? You can't just have sugar for every meal. You need actual nutrients. Isn't that kind of hypocritical for you to say? You don't seem to be eating enough either. You skip breakfast and dinner a lot. That's just as unhealthy, if not more unhealthy than me eating cake all the time. And that is coming from a person who's already dead. She's right. I guess I can't criticize you then. Then from now on, I'll eat dinner with you too. That way we can both be healthier. Fine. That sounds good to me. We're back to the... Also, now I can watch you and make sure you're not tossing the broccoli in the trash. That was just one time. Thus, we started eating meals together. Otherwise, she would refuse to eat anything but sweets. And because of that, I stopped skipping meals as well. That's right, it was all a secret plan for you to eat healthily. So, in a way, she actually has been helping me kick my own unhealthy habits. Additionally, having meals with her is surprisingly fun. I've never been known to talk much, but with Cookie, it's easy to relax around her and chat. And so this customer comes in and complains that their drink doesn't have enough foam, and even gives them an exact measurement of how much foam they wanted. Oh, sorry, I'm talking too much. No, you're not. But I've been mostly taking up the conversation. So, now I have much to talk about and I don't remember anything. Oh, I suppose that's true. Besides, I prefer listening anyways. Your stories are pretty funny. Especially the bathroom incident. That was pretty awful. So keep talking, and if it helps you to talk, then that's an added bonus. Okay. Meals with Cookie are always pleasant, even when I talk about work, baking, or really anything really. She's always attentive. It felt that what I said mattered to her. And it felt nice to have someone else to talk with. Speaking of which... So, how has Cookie been doing? Is my Liam voice and my Cookie voice just slowly be blending together? They're supposed to be different voice. Oh, she's doing great. Before she used to get to be so picky about meals, but now that I have started watching her eat, she's finally eating everything. That's good. Sometimes cats prefer being alone when eating, but there are some rare exceptions of cats preferring attention when they eat. They also like to get their head stroked sometimes as they eat too. Yes, do that. Make sure to do that. I can't imagine Cookie letting me stroke her head when she eats. Do it anyway. The only real concern that I have now, though, is that she tends to sleep a lot. That's pretty normal for cats. They like to sleep often. But is it normal for zombies? They're the same voice, aren't they? Oh no. Though you did say say you give her treats often. Maybe you should lower her treat intake. She might start getting fat. I don't think she has that problem. Cookie could eat a whole cake for every meal and not gain weight. How does her metabolism still even work? Well, still, if you need any more advice, just ask. Yeah, thank you, William. Besides, I also like hearing about the stray you took in. Though I wish you would show me some pictures. Maybe another time. Well, that's fine then. Oh, and hey, there's been this new webcomic I've been reading. I think you like this one. It's got a really interesting world war. Oh. Really? How so? Well, for instance. Oh, we're not getting any... I thought we'd get like a reference to a specific webcomic here. I've been texting and chatting with Liam about Cookie. Since I never lived with someone other than family, I've been consulting him sometimes. The wee thing is Cookie is the cat. Now I wish I had said I had a new roommate instead of taking in a stray. But I already dug my hole, so I guess I'll have to sit in it. But it's so nice to talk about Cookie with him. I never really talked much with Liam about stuff other than work, so having Cookie was giving me something new and common for us to talk about. So in a way, Cookie has inadvertently helped me improve my relationship with Liam. Who knew that taking in a zombie would end up helping me become friends with my coworkers? Let's just hope Cookie doesn't find out about me calling her a stray, though, or Liam find out that Cookie is actually a roommate. In summary, the past week has been interesting and new for me. I just realized this game is a love triangle. How did that keep surprising me? Why am I surprised by this? I should have known it was like... Just ignore it. In summary, the past week has been interesting and new for me. Even enjoyable. Though if there's just one complaint I have about my new living situation, and that is... I need to distinguishify Cookie's voice. Cookie, I call her name, trying to wake her up. It was 12 o'clock and she was still sleeping. Cookie! She continues to sleep. I shake her awake. What? I've called you 3 times. Oh, we're changing Cookie's voice. I've called you 3 times and you didn't wake up. How late did you stay up? Don't remember. You shouldn't be staying up late and sleeping in so much. It's not healthy. Though I can't really judge, as my own sleeping habits were horrible. Maybe I should practice what I preach? Yeah, that's right. Classic story arc of being forced to become healthier because otherwise you can't convince other people to become healthier. You're surprised the dating sim has a love triangle? No, I mean, I shouldn't be surprised. The itch.io page lists the people. I don't know. I'm not even like... I don't know. I'm not even sure if I was surprised. I think I just forgot for a few seconds. I don't know. Maybe I should practice what I preach. You know, we talked about this and all, but if you think about it, do I need to be healthy? I'm dead, so it's not like practicing healthy habits is going to extend my lifetime anytime soon. Can't deny that. I'm just going to make my voice slightly deeper for Cookie. This isn't what I even wanted to talk about. What do you want to talk about then? Ever since you started living here, my chores have doubled. I point to the bag of potato chips on the coffee table. And it doesn't help when you leave your snacks all over the apartment. Fine, I won't snack as much. No, we're combining them. That's not what I'm saying. Look, all I'm asking for you is to just help out around the house more. Like, clean up after yourself more, please. And maybe do some chores for me before I get home. Can you do that, please? Okay. Thank you so much. Okay, I'm going to go ahead to work now. Remember, if you need anything, use my laptop to message me. And don't sleep too much. It isn't healthy. I gather my things and leave the house. I rub my pulsating head. God, the last customer wouldn't stop complaining. My feet hurt so much from running around everywhere trying to help everyone. You're doing okay? Yeah, just tired already. Really? But you're halfway into your shift. Shit, sorry, I probably shouldn't have said that. Lately, whenever I get off work, I feel too drained to do anything else. Even on my weekends, I usually spend them recuperating from how tiresome work was. It wasn't always like this, though. When I first started out, I didn't mind the job as much. But ever since they put me in a management position, there's almost never a day where I wasn't exhausted. If it wasn't a customer complaining, or us running out of ice, or some kid making a mess in our cafe, it was something else. The other afternoon shifts don't have the problems I do, which concerns me. I wonder if it just means I'm still unprepared to enter the workforce. I suddenly feel a knot in my stomach remembering the upcoming interview my mother has set up. Sam? I'm guessing the good end is like she opens a bakery. Oh, and also the love. And the bad end is she goes to the interview and no love happens. Because I know there's like 3 like normal endings and like a secret one, I think, if I remember from the page. So I think that's my ending predictions. I also still think Liam's a werewolf. Sorry, what were we talking about again? We were talking about that one Pendajo earlier. You know, the one yelled because his chocolate chip cookie didn't have enough chips? Oh, right. That man literally made me count every chip on the new cookie I gave him, too, to make sure it had the right amount. It was so ridiculous. Like, why go so far for just a cookie? Want my opinion? He whispers at me with a mischievous grin. I think some customers just get off of bullying retail employees. Probably go home and use it as fodder to jack off to themselves. Liam! I should choke back my laughter. Don't say that! Oh my god, I don't need that image in my head right now. Pretty sure it's a real kink, though. Still. So, other than kink shaming our customers, how about you tell me how you're doing? Oh, I'm doing pretty good. You and your roommate still getting along? Well, yeah, I mean, we're not as awkward with each other anymore. Which was true. Cookie and I no longer seem to be walking on eggshells around each other. We even hang out with each other, sometimes watching TV together when I'm not too tired, or just chatting on the couch. I suddenly recall during one of those bad teen vampire movies that she made a comment that people who liked werewolves romance were just softcore furries and had to stifle my laugh. I knew it! There's werewolf! He's a werewolf. I am convinced of this. Or what if the game wants me to think he's a werewolf, and it's all a trick? Oh no. Guess it's going well? I'm guessing I don't find out he's a werewolf unless I do his route. I think so. However, she's not the most clean roommate. It would be nice if she helped around the house more. Oh, I get that. I used to have a roommate who didn't do his dishes for months. Maggots loved him for that. Oh, gross. Yeah, and it sucks a lot because I have such a sensitive nose. Really? Yeah, and that's why I'm not roommates with him anymore. Is there anything else on your mind, though? Well, then I hear something shatter from the back room. Oh, also, oh my god, did Cookie follow you to work? That sounds like a reason for the shadow to be happening in the back room. Also, did she say she has a new roommate? Or is she like, are they using roommate like with quotes around it to refer to a cat? I'll go check it out. $10 says Jane dropped another mug. Not funny. Sorry, saw easy money and took it. And it's not easy money if the other person doesn't take the bet. Okay, I'll shut up. I then head to the back to check to whatever mess was made this time. So unfortunately, Elaine was right. No, and I was wrong. Jane had dropped a couple of dishes while washing them. Thus, I had swept up the mess and had taken notes for tonight to order more dishes again to replace the ones that she broke. I'm so sorry. What voice did I use? I'm so sorry, Sam. I'm so sorry, Sam. It's fine, Jane. Don't worry about it. How about you go and take your 10 right now? Probably will be good for you to take a break. Oh. Okay, I got it. Jane then skips off to the back. Good for her to take a break, huh? Did I say something wrong? Well, have you taken your break yet? No, but I will later. When was the last time you took a break on a shift? I thought about it, but I couldn't remember. Maybe it has been a couple weeks or months. Okay, I admit I might not be taking my breaks, but that's because then I get to compile them into a super break. That's how it works. That's okay, fine. That's not how it works, but I wish that was how that works. But that's because it's too busy in the afternoon for me to take any. And if it's not someone breaking something, it's either a customer complaining or some mess being made. It was really hard to find a time to take a break. I have to make sure everything goes smoothly. Well, if the afternoon shift is stressing you out too much, maybe you and I can swap shifts. Huh? Like if you want, you can open instead of me. The opening shifts are a lot more chill, so you won't have to deal with any Karens complaining about their soy lattes. His offer sounded tempting, but that would mean I'll be pushing my work onto someone else. Do it. William slacks off anyway, do it. He's offering. I always thought that when someone is given a job, they should be responsible and finish it themselves. Yeah, but you're being given a new job, and you're not leaving it unfinished because you can't run the cafe forever. Not to mention, it seems selfish of me to give my job to someone else just because I don't like it. Yeah, but he's offering. Do it. And if you need, just make a few cursory polite attempts to say, no, I shouldn't, and then take it anyway. And I feel bad anyone had to even ask. I'm making him worried. I should just try and put on a smile and bear it for a little longer. No, he won't like that. He'll be upset. No. No, it's fine. Thank you, though. I really appreciate it. Okay, I got it. He's disappointed. Suddenly, my phone starts to ring. I check to see that my mom is calling me. Don't pick up. I try not to take calls during work, but if I don't answer my mom, she gets really upset. Sorry, William, would it be okay for me to take this? Oh, yeah, go for it. Take your time. I take out my apron and walk away from the register to take the phone call. Do I get to voice Mom? I take a deep breath before answering the phone. Hello? What took you so long to answer? I winced at her harsh tone. Sorry, I'm at work. Have you prepared for that interview at all? No, really. Sorry, I haven't had time. Well, make time. You can't keep working that retail job of yours. It was an alright job when you were in college, but you've graduated, so now you have to start searching for a real career. I only graduated a couple months ago. What was that? Nothing. I swear, Samantha, if I wasn't here to push you to do better, you probably would be like the rest of those young adults who are doing nothing meaningful with their lives. I don't like them, Mom. I have a better mom. No real job, mooching off their family. You'll be grateful for me once you get this job. You'll be making a lot more money than this sad retail job. And especially more than if you pursue baking as a career. Screw your dreams. My chest tightens. It was a good thing I stopped that before you went too far with it. Oh, you don't have to brag about it. It's worse. Baking just isn't a real career. Your dreams are bad and you should feel bad. Like, that's mean. Don't do that. But I like it. I know when you keep doing it, once you get a real job. Okay, Mom, I got it. I should get going. I don't want to spend too much time on the phone. Fine, but I'll just say this. You owe your dad and me to do well in this interval with how much we helped you in getting your degree. Don't forget that. I won't. Good. I'm glad that you're being responsible. I know you won't disappoint me. Bye then. Bye, Mom. Love you. She's lying. She's hung up, though, before I finished. I grabbed my head. The pounding I was feeling earlier was now getting worse. I should head back inside now. I dragged myself back to work. No, you should go to Liam and say, I'd like to... you should go and accept Liam's offer now.
Ugh.
I'm back. Hey. You know, I'm just going to stick to... we're going with the original voice. Hey, Cookie. She was more quiet than usual. I went around to the apartment and noticed that none of the chores was done like I asked. Cookie, did you do any chores like I asked? I cleaned up the food.
Huh?
That's all you did? What about dishes or sweeping? You only complained about the food, so that's all I did. Wait, no, now I'm just full on doing Liam's voice. This is why I stopped doing voices the first time. Let me think. Hey, you only complained about the food, so that's all I did. Oh, you know what? We're just going with the Scottish one. I can do that one. That's the only thing you pointed out to me, so I did it. Why are you getting pissed at me for? That made me snap. Oh, don't snap at Cookie. Doesn't deserve you to snap at her. Snap at your mom. That's the moral of the story. Snap at your moms. Always snap at your mom. Mom, please don't stop watching the stream. Because I also asked you to help me with chores. I mean, okay, Sam. To be fair, you're really more upset with Mom. I would probably take Cookie's side on this one. Like, she has to help out, but like if you don't specify what you want help with, then you can't. It's not really. All you do is the bottle's brink. Well, if you don't specify what you want help with, then like, you know, like, you get the idea. I can't do the one myself when I'm already exhausted from work. I get that you don't like cleaning, but that doesn't mean you can skip out on them. Like, you think I love listening to customers complain and having to constantly put out fires at my job? No, I don't. But I do it because I have to. Sometimes you have to do stuff that you hate. That's what it means to be an adult. So is that so much to ask for you to just grow up a bit and help out instead of sleeping all the time?
Yeah.
That's because you're dead doesn't mean you have to be a deadbeat too. I take deep breaths in order to catch my breath. I could see the hurt in her face. I immediately regretted everything I said. Okay, She ran off to the bathroom and slammed it shut before I could finish. What have I done? You yelled at Cookie, that's what happened. I slumped down on the couch and put my face in my hands. I can't believe I said all those horrible things. I typically never get that angry. I can only recall a few times I've ever had an outburst like that. I just realized Cookie predicted this. Like in one of her early lines, she was talking about how if you keep bottling things up, you'll explode at someone. And then I theorized that that's how zombies were born. But I guess it's just how zombies' feelings get hurt. Still, I never directed my anger at someone like that. Maybe my work has been taking a toll on my mental health more than I thought. Is this what happens with all jobs? Have it take its toll on you mentally until you're hurting those around you? If I take that accounting job, will I continue to change me for the worst? No time to worry about that now. For now I need to figure out a way to apologize to Cookie. I stare at the bathroom door, but it doesn't look like she'll leave anytime soon. What should I do? Okay. This is a bit of a weird one. I should try talking to her through the door. Maybe I should ask someone for advice. On the one hand, like, my general prerogative would be, like, to give her, like, a little space. But on the other hand, I'm pretty sure that talking to her through the door is, like, Cookie's route. Because this is, like, the route decision, right? Because there's been one every chapter. And I'm pretty sure trying to resolve things with Cookie is... Because asking someone for advice is obviously Liam. You're asking Liam. So I'm caught between my desire to continue on the Cookie route And the fact that I'm not sure if that's actually the best thing to do. What do you all think? I just realized I can. I just realized when I drink water, I can mute the microphone. I'm a genius. Because on the one hand, with these dating, with these visual novels, I want to answer honestly. But like, I also like, I know this, I mean, it's fruitless to pretend I don't know it's a game, and that one of these has Cookie on it, and one of these has a Liam on it. And they're already in the Cookie route. So I generally think, once you go in, you go all in. It's a dilemma. 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 It is a dilemma. A dilemma. 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 It's a dilemma. Dilemma. I'm gonna talk with the door. I gently knock on the door. Cookie? There was no reply. Cookie. I take a deep breath. I'm sorry. I should not have yelled at you no matter how frustrated I was. It's just the work is... No, that's not right. I shouldn't be coming up with excuses. Right? Yeah, but it's also part of your natural want to explain yourself. The want to be heard. When you... Even if you know you're in the... Ow! When you know you're in the wrong, like... You don't want to make excuses, but you want... You want people to know what you meant. Because, I mean, there's at least partially a misunderstanding in there. I don't know. No matter how bad work is, I have no right to say those things to you. Think about how I acted. I could feel my chest tighten again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Cookie. After what I did, I wouldn't even be surprised if Cookie wanted to leave. Thinking of the fact I would never have another dinner with her again, or hear her welcome me home again, and have her presence, which I gotten used to, be gone. My hands began to sting. I'm so sorry. It's okay if you don't want to stay here anymore, but please, just know I regret how I acted. There's still no reply. I'll go and give you some space. Suddenly the door swings open. I don't recall saying I wanted to leave. Cookie! We just stood there silent for a while, unsure of what we both should say. Realizing that Cookie was probably still upset with me, the tears that I'd been trying to hold back started gushing down my cheeks. Don't do that! I'm sorry, I can't stop, I just... I try to wipe my eyes, but to no avail. However, suddenly I could feel my body being pulled down and felt my place being pressed into a soft white cotton shirt. I realized that Cookie had pulled me in for a hug. Look, I'm not upset anymore. I get that just got to you and you just got angry. I do the same shit when I'm stressed. So I forgive you, okay? Besides, I'm partially at fault too. You weren't wrong about me freeloading off you. And if we're going sides in the argument, I am on Cookie's side, but yeah. So please, just stop crying. I really don't know how to deal with tears. Okay. Cool. She lets me go and I stand up straight, wiping the remaining tears from my eyes. I just realized. You're really short, Cookie. You want to say that again? I start laughing, glad that the tense atmosphere was past. But there's still some things that need to be settled. I think we should talk about what happened earlier.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree. I shouldn't have yelled at you earlier. I'm sorry about that. I guess when I saw that some of the chores weren't done when I asked, it made me feel hurt. They didn't care to help me out. But if you just like chores a lot, I guess I really can't force you to do them. But no, you didn't specify that like those were specifically chores that were to be done. It was like a miscommunication. I don't know how to clean. Oh, or she doesn't know how to clean, huh? Was not expecting this plot twist. Huh? I take a moment to take what you said, and then I recall earlier about our encounter. I'd ask her to pick up after her food and do some chores. The only thing I specifically gave her a task was the food. Yeah, that's right. The chores part I kind of left open-ended because I assumed she knew what I meant by chores. And when I got back, she did clean up her food, but everything else was not done. But if she doesn't know how to clean them, then of course nothing else would be done. Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I don't know. I also, like, I generally think I know how to clean things, but, like, that doesn't mean I'd necessarily know what chores I was meant to do. Sing. It's fucking embarrassing. I mean, being at my age and not knowing how to clean, I had to hold back my laughter. Why didn't you just ask me for help then? I guess I'm not good at asking for help when I need it. Like you. Why does that sound familiar? Because it's you. Besides, you already seem stressed at work. I didn't want to stress you out more by asking you to teach me how to clean. Alright, no, it's just clean. I felt touched by Cookie's words. I think this is the first time someone thought of me first. Not to mention, seeing this vulnerable side of Cookie was a little endearing. I mean, Liam thinks of you, I will say. For all of Liam's faults, like, Liam does think about you as well. So this isn't like the first time someone's thought of you first. But you didn't have to be embarrassed. Cookie, plenty of adults out there don't know how to clean properly. Some were never taught properly by their parents. And honestly, I would blame the parent more so than the child. Thus, whenever the parent gets mad at the child for not cleaning, so you shouldn't feel ashamed of not knowing how. Thanks. Besides, you do have amnesia, so I'm sure be surprised that you have to relearn some things. Yeah. That sounds... I mean, I'm guessing that Cookie doesn't know how to clean before that, but then is Cookie lying about the amnesia? No, I don't think so. But at least now I know. Thank you for telling me. Now that I know, I'm going to do the chores with you and teach you how. Really? Yup. But I learn how to clean now. I'm not sure why, but Cookie seemed really unsure about herself, which I've never really seen before. However, she shouldn't let her age prevent her from trying to try new things, especially life skills. So now I did wonder how old she was. It's never too late to change. Besides, at least you're learning now than never learning how, right? It rhymes. True. Good, then let's start. First things first, I'll show you how to do dishes. Come on, let's go to the kitchen. Wait. Why are you... Huh? Never mind. You don't really have to go this far for me, though. I don't have to, yeah. Just like I didn't have to bring you to my apartment, but I want to. I'll walk off and head to the kitchen. That's what's confusing me. Well, Cookie's not used to having people want to help her. After explaining to her where everything was located, Cookie and I began doing the cleaning together. But having both of us tackle the task made it easier, and also fun as we chatted in between tasks. I will also say, teaching people things, even if it's boring things, like cooking for spaghetti or something, it's fun. There's a fun in it. Additionally, I could tell that Cookie was slowly getting used to the cleaning, as movements which were clumsy and hesitant became more relaxed with each task. It didn't take us long to finish cleaning, and so we moved on to making dinner. There's nothing like cooking with someone. I had I was gonna say like chickie or something. Getting chicken and Cookie mixed up. I had Cookie chopping up the I had Cookie chopping up the vegetables. I had Cookie chopping up the vegetables while I seasoned the kitchen. No! You get the idea. Remember, be careful with a knife. It's sharp. Obviously, you don't have to tell me. However, she starts making slow movements with the knife to show she heeded my warning. Really. Her mouth says something, but her actions tell a different story. We have to describe those because this is a visual novel. And her actions physically involve 5 poses. But I guess that's just how she works. I didn't even ask Cookie to help me make dinner, but she had told me she felt like it would take too long if I did it by myself, so she would help. I think in a roundabout way, she wanted to help to make up for earlier, and to thank me for teaching her to clean. Cookie's a bit rough with her words, but she's genuinely a nice person. Stupid vegetables. Which is why she's cutting those vegetables for me, even though she hates... Which is why she's cutting those vegetables for me, even though she hates them. I can't help but smile as I watch her cut them with a scrunched up face. I walked over to where Cookie was cutting vegetables. She jumps as I approach the spot next to her. You mind if I work next to you? I don't mind. You know, Cookie, I'm happy to have your company in the kitchen. Yeah, well, I guess I don't mind it either. Moving on, could you pass me the carrots? I have finished the onions. Oh, of course. I grabbed the carrot and hold it to her. Cookie reached for the carrot, but not realizing how close in proximity we were, she also brushes her hand against mine. The sudden feel of her fingers against my hand made me drop the carrots. I'm sorry. No, it's fine. I'll grab them. As she bends down to gather the carrots, my mind wanders off. That surprised me. I mean, Cookie and I went beyond that when she hugged me earlier, and it's not as if I dislike it. It was actually nice. Besides, I guess those things kind of things hadn't happened when there are 2 people in the kitchen. And with us too, cooking dinner together like this, it kind of makes us feel like a married couple, huh? What am I thinking? Oh, oops, I pressed right click again. What am I thinking? Oh my gosh, that's so embarrassing. I hope she can't tell I thought that. Gosh, stupid Sam, why did you have to think of that? Sam? Yes? Oh no, could you tell what I thought? Was it obvious on my face? Does she know that we're in a dating sim? I chopped my finger off. Huh. She then shows me the stub that was once her finger. Huh. Oh my god! Where's the first aid kit? It's in the closet, because I always keep a first aid kit with me in my room. I was surprised that, I thought that scene was with the finger was gonna last longer. Because I started up the, jaunty music, and then it cut straight to not that. After we both finished dinner, Cookie felt like watching a movie to relax, and I decided to join her. As we both sat on the couch, she put on some random movie from Netflix. However, I couldn't bring myself to pay attention to the plot of the movie. There was still something bothering me. Cookie, can we talk about earlier? Yeah? Thought that we already settled everything. You already apologized, and now you know I can't clean for shit. Isn't that enough? I mean, I just need you to know that, no, I never yell at anybody. It's really rare that I ever do. So you're not doing your part probably wasn't the only thing that upset me. I'm just not sure what else pushed me to act like that. Your mom! The answer is your mom. That's the answer. Genuinely.
Huh?
You're kidding me, right? Huh? You're not sure what else? I mean, remember what you yelled at me? I'd rather not. Well, it was something along the lines of, you think I love listening to customers... Well, it was something along the lines of, you think I love listening to customers complain... No, I'm not... You think I love listening to customers complain or having to constantly putting out fires at my job? And I'll do it. And I do it because I have to. Also, sometimes you have to do stuff that you hate. Hearing it from her, I can't believe I said such things. But now that she mentions it, It's my job. And your mom. They're related. A bingo. Well, I did kind of realize that earlier. Why is my job affecting me this much? Well, I've been living with you for a couple of days, and you're always tired, stressed out, and anxious when you think about work. And more so when you come back from it. You should open a bakery. But it's not like I can blame you. Any normal person would act like that if they had to work a job they hated. I don't hate my job. You do. You hate your job. I don't like my job, though. No, you're right. I hate my job. But what else can I do? Quit. Who do you think is paying the bills here? Besides, I will quit soon. For that accounting ritual. To get a job you hate even more. I just have to put up with it for about 1 more month, you know? And then I won't have to work there anymore. Don't think that's a good idea. I feel like 1 more month and you'll be a mess. Worse than you already are. Hey, but I can't deny that. Also, maybe you're right. It wasn't always like this, you know? The job used to not be so bad when I was just a barista. But once they put me as the shift lead for the afternoon and closing, that's when things got too stressful. Just how busy it is with all the customers and all the constant problems going on, and the feeling like my whole day is gone because I'm there 12 to 8. You said afternoon and closing. What do you mean by that? Well, there are shift leads for different time slots for when the store is opened. We have a shift lead to open the store and manage it in the morning. I'm the one who manages the store from the late afternoon until it closes. So why not, instead of closing the door, what about opening it instead? Since managing the afternoon and closing it is running you ragged. I'm not sure. I didn't know that this made such a difference, and I guess that makes sense. But I didn't realize that I figured if you divide, I didn't realize it was. But it seems like that morning shift is significantly easier. Well, I can't just ask to swap hours like that. Why not? You only swap hours for emergencies or important things. Your mental health isn't important. The reason you yell is because you're stressed from work. So to make sure you don't yell again, we should fix the root of the problem, which is your shitty job and capitalism. That's why you're going to be the leader of the new revolution. I still can't just ask to change my position easily. I mean, isn't it selfish of me to ask to not properly do my job because I don't like it? And I'll just cause them trouble. Are your coworkers assholes? What? No, they're good people. Then why are you so hesitant to ask them for help? I guess I just always felt anxiety from asking others to help me do tasks that I've been assigned to do. And I'm worried that maybe the reason I'm struggling others... Oh, I can scroll on the mouse and it goes... But no farther. This is a bad thing to discover. And I'm worried that maybe the reason I'm struggling so much is not because the work is hard, but because I'm bad at it. But everyone says you're not bad at it. And it'd be embarrassing if they knew I was just bad at my job, then ask help. Oh my god, am I using the same excuses you did earlier? You are. Though your circumstances are different. Maybe you are just bad at your job. Thanks, Cookie. Wow, thanks. But maybe you are bad at it because you dislike it? I mean, who would be good at something they dislike doing? But more importantly, if you need help, you shouldn't be afraid to ask for it. A lot of your coworkers seem to ask you for help all the time. About time you pull out the receipts and get them to ask you. Besides, stressing yourself out by thinking you can do everything is just self-destructive. No one can do everything by themselves. Sometimes you need help. Look at me, I just learned that today. The moral of the story? Ask people to help you clean. And also other things. That's just... No, that's too straight. We need a fun, weird moral. Well, I'll keep looking. I think you should just ask your coworkers for help. Okay, I'll try. It would be nice to have a break, so I'll try asking Liam if he can swap hours with me tomorrow. He's the one who usually opens. Hopefully he won't mind. I take out my phone to text Liam. Now would you have to wake up early? He said okay. You should probably try that on a weekend, right? Because if you're used to staying so you can have some time to re-switch up your schedule. Or your wake up schedule or whatever. What if I hate openings too? It might be just as stressful or more than the afternoon. We won't know till we find out, I guess. Right. I guess since I'm opening tomorrow, I should head to bed now. Night, Cookie. Night. Wait. No, I'm just. I always forget the other way. Yep. I spent way too long playing video games last night. Oh. But when Sam told me she wanted to switch hours, I couldn't help but take the opportunity to stay up longer. Still, she texted me pretty late. Hope she's not too tired. Good morning. Oh, hey there, William. It's so good to see you. Would you like a coffee before your shift starts? You seem pretty chipper. Usually when I see you at work, you seem exhausted. I'm guessing opening went well? It was great. I was so quiet and peaceful, and there were barely any problems at all. Not to mention it wasn't bombarded with customers, and also everyone is turning into a Scottish accent. I need to stop this. And even though my shift is almost over, I feel like I have a lot of energy. Well, that's good to hear. Alright, there. That's the voice I was originally doing. I just everything just asymptotically slip into like a Scottish accent. Thank you, Liam. Really, I needed this break. Afternoon shifts have been so stressful, I'm glad I could get away from it a bit, even just for a day. Yeah? Well, I'm happy to help. Actually, there's something else you could help me with. If possible, would you be willing to, but you don't have to, would you swap the opening shift with me? Yeah, okay. Wait, really? Yeah, why not? I mean, since you prefer opening over closing, and the closing caused you that much distress, hell, I don't mind taking the job from you. Are you really okay with that? You're not just doing it because you feel bad for me, right? I'm fine with it. Don't worry, Sam. Besides, waking up early to open was always a drag for me, so you're doing me a favor too. Liam, I'll go talk to the owner today and ask if we can swap then. Thank you, Liam. You're so kind. Oh, don't cry about it. Oh, it's slipping again. You're such a good friend, Liam. I get it. I get it. Just don't cry. Hey, Sam, can you help me? Sam, why are you crying? Liam, did you make Sam cry? I knew you were kind of a jerk. Will you make someone as sweet as Sam cry? What? No, this is a huge misunderstanding. Sam, buddy, please stop crying. I'm sorry, I'm just... You're the enemy of women. What did I do to deserve this? I'm back. Hey. So, how was it? It was great. Better yet, Liam asked if we could swap shifts permanently, which means I no longer have to work afternoons anymore. That's good to hear. Alright, I'm gonna try and I tried to wrestle back all of the Scottish. No more Scottish. And it's all thanks to you. If you hadn't suggested the idea to me, I would have been stuck being miserable. Thank you so much, Cookie. Something wrong? You just suddenly hugged me. Oh, I'm so sorry. Did I cross a personal boundary? I mean, you hugged me, so I thought it would be okay for me to hug you. But if you're uncomfortable with it. No. Oh? You just caught me off guard. I don't hate it. Oh my gosh, Cookie is too cute. I want to hug her again. But I should restrain myself another time, Sam. But it's kind of amazing that you've just fixed my problem for me just like that. I probably wouldn't have thought to try and switch up my tasks, but you did, fortunately. Well, Liam offered to switch up the tasks. I wonder if we had been doing the Liam out, if we would have been allowed to, like, go and pick the switched up tasks. Like, yeah, like, you know, I don't know. I know I'm so much more relaxed. Okay, I'm gonna cook us something to eat. Don't you want to rest first? No need. I have so much energy right now. Just sit tight and wait for lunch to be ready. Oh, lunch. I want lunch. William sulked the whole time afterwards, though. Heh, poor guy. Hey, can I ask you something? Yesterday, you said you were only working at a current job for 1 more month. Why is that? Oh, I have to reveal that, like, I'm not actually scheming. I have an interview for a position as an accountant. Even though I say interview, I'm pretty sure I might get it since my mother has connections with the person interviewing me. I see. And do you want to be an accountant? Huh? Well, no, not really. But I mean, it's a stable career and it makes a lot of money. I do like money. If you become an accountant, would you feel like you would hate it as well? I mean, it would suck if you ended up in the same position as you did with your current gig. I thought about that. I don't think so. I mean, I did an internship while I was in college. The work is okay and I don't mind doing it. But I'm not passionate about it or anything. So it's not your dream job. No, but I mean, that's okay. Whoever does what they dream of doing these days. I'm streaming right now, fool. But if you had the choice, would you prefer having a career involve something you love, or just prefer a stable job? I mean, you do have the choice. It's literally the choice being presented to you at this point. I wasn't sure where this question suddenly came from, why she was asking me this. But it would be rude to not answer. If I had to be truthful, who wouldn't want to work in something they're passionate about? I actually once dreamed of doing something involving baking. And why didn't you pursue it? Like the main side character. The word pursue, I must make a reference. Isn't it obvious? Being something like a baker isn't as easy as it sounds. I mean, there's so many risks involved. Not to mention that it requires a lot of talent. There's so many more talented people out there, but I just don't think I'm one of those people. So I doubt I'll be successful. You don't always know that, but I see your point. Yeah, so I think it's just better if I become an accountant. I mean, my parents also have helped me so much to become one. It would be a waste if I didn't. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Cookie get up from the table and get closer to me. Then I feel Cookie awkwardly patting my head. Cookie has beaten you to the head patting. You're behind. It's okay. Don't be sad. The way she was patting my head definitely felt weird, and the words she was saying were a bit cringy. That's not cringy. I thought that was a nice gesture of attention. But I appreciated the gesture nonetheless, as I knew Cookie wasn't the type to show her emotional side. Her doing this for me touched me, and I felt the overwhelming urge to... Oh, okay, hug her or tease her? We have another choice. Y'all can weigh in and then be disappointed as I choose something else. I'm gonna take a drink. That's what the choices are drink break. So, I guess I'll talk through my decision. So like, alright, so on the one hand, teaser might be like the more like 40 route, right? So if we're going for the romancing, then teasing might be the right option. But I don't want to tease. Like that's the thing, right? Like, I'd want to encourage her being emotional. So like, I'm not sure I want to tease her for it. I'd like to instead I'd like to encourage. I'd like to encourage her to because you can always because what if I tease her and then she doesn't do it? I know it'll probably be all in good fun, but gut instinct, I would rather emotional side means just serious moment. So I'm gonna go with the hugging. I embraced her and wrapped her arms around her waist. She continues to pet my head, but this time more gently. We stay like this for a couple of minutes. My face pressed into her stomach, trying to hold back tears, and her not moving away from me as she continues to stroke my head. The silence between us was finally broken by me, though. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. I then finally let her go, somewhat missing her worst already. I should go clean the table now. Let me. Oh, you're going to clean? Yeah, didn't we talk about the fact that I should do my part around here? So let me do this. Thank you, Cookie. Yeah, no problem. Go and relax or something. Hey. I realized in our conversation about helping and stuff that even though I offered you a place to stay, that's more of a temporary solution. What do you mean by that? I mean, I want to do more than just give you a place to stay. And we still haven't figured out why you turned out like this. I mean, but maybe we can also figure out a way to change you back, too. Maybe we could find out what happened to you and then also find a way to turn you back. And then you can go back to being human and go back to your old life. There's no need. There's no need. Huh? You don't need to do any of that. Well, I'm starting to think that she actually does know what her old life is like. Right? Because she knows that she doesn't know how to clean. And she also, like... She seems to resist. I mean, it might just be because, of the romance thing, so she doesn't want to leave, but... Yeah. You don't need to do any of that. You don't need to do any of that. But don't you want to return to the way you were? No. I'm fine like this. So you don't have to try and help me find out what happened to me. If I want to do it, I'll do it on my own, okay? Oh, that is a fair response. Okay. Sorry, but can we drop the subject now? She's touchy about it. Suspicious. Oh, of course. Cookie then takes a deep breath. I'm going to go wash the dishes now. Go and relax. I will, thanks. I sit on the couch and pick up the book on the stand. I remember buying this book months ago, but never picking it up because I felt too exhausted from book. I'm really thankful to Liam and Cookie. I wouldn't be able to relax like this if it wasn't for their help. I look at Cookie's standing figure in the kitchen. Does she really now want to go back to her old life? I mean, to each their own. But if it were me, I probably would want to find a way to become human again. Maybe there's more to it, though? Cookie, who were you? Just then I hear a large jarring sound. Cookie, is everything okay? Yeah, I just accidentally stabbed myself on the hand with a knife. How? Me and my dude... me and my zombie... Alright, let's start a new chapter, so... Thought... This is probably going to be the last, I think I'm going to finish this out, but, not this, I think I'm going to do chapter 4, because, well, okay, so I generally think, midnight's my end time, is approximately, because I've been streaming for a while, because it takes a while to get through these, but, I don't want to, I'm not ready to end yet. I still have all the energy, so I'm going to keep going. Midnight's my hard limit for stopping. Technically, I go for as long as I feel. Only the start time is certain. Hugger, you're a little late. You're a little late. You might want to, refresh the page. I think your stream lag is, very considerable if it took that long. It also took a long time for you to answer for the other one. So, yeah, I'm a bit concerned now that, your stream lag's really bad. Because, I've been moved on from the hugger choice a while. And I know you just did that because I saw the message pop up. Yeah, I gotta keep going. A week has passed since Liam and I swapped shifts. And ever since then, I've never felt more relaxed. Free time I never used to have has been used to do stuff I have been putting off for months. In addition to catching up to required media and literature. Well, that's always a trap. I never catch up to required media and literature. I mean, I'm playing this instead of doing that. as Liam puts it. It's basically just what Liam wants you to watch so he can have something to talk to you about it. I get that. I respect that. I was so surprised with that twist. It was nice that they ended up realizing the feelings for each other in the end. Especially since they went through so much together. Yeah, right? That webcomic always tugs my heartstrings. This is not the right... Yeah, right? That webcomic always tugs my heartstrings. Who knew webcomics could tell such an enthralling story? I did. I did. I knew that. Okay, so now the next one you have to read is... I also like how required media is webcomics. Because normally I'd think it's like TV shows. Okay. Okay, so now the next one you have to read. Here it is. Furthermore, as I had promised, I've been helping Cookie learn how to do basic household chores and to cook simple stuff for herself when I'm not home. So today we're having chicken adobo. Thus, the first thing we need to do is wash the rice and cook it before doing anything else. See, I told you washing the rice is a thing. Mom doesn't believe me that washing the rice is a thing. I've seen multiple people reference washing the rice. And she never believes me. Okay, I brought it up once, so I guess that's more... I guess it's not. I just never believed me is a bit of an exaggeration on my part. But she didn't believe me the one time I asked about it, and I was too embarrassed to ask again. But see, look, wash the rice. It's in writing. I don't even know if Mom's still here. And also Mom can't chat anyway. Thus, the first one you do is wash the rice, cook it before doing anything else. Cookie, could you please wash the rice for me? Okay. Alright, now, I'll go start on frying the veggies and meat. Why do I smell dish soap? Yeah, don't wash the rice with soap. Because I'm washing the rice.
Huh?
With dish soap? Isn't that how you wash it? Not for food! Do you want to eat dish soap? Here, let me help you. Sorry. I'm gonna need more rice. Luckily, like all households, you should never be out of rice. So, sorry. I keep making these mistakes. It's okay, Cookie. Making mistakes as part of learning. There's a mistake in that sentence. It's self-demonstrative. But you gotta spend your time teaching me. Yeah, but I like spending time with you. Well, okay. If that's how you want to waste your time, then... I don't think it's a waste. Hanging out with you is fun. Thanks. Excuse me. Cookie, have I been getting a lot closer. Especially since I've been spending time teaching her how to cook and clean. Having her around, though, has been nice. However, one thing has occurred to me since Cookie has started living here, and that's... Cookie puts down the Switch. The Nintendo Switch, you say? I don't have a Switch with me. I forgot to bring it to the dorm. So it's just sitting at home. I've been bugging my sisters to buy all the icons for me, which is fun. Hey, if any of my family is watching, make sure to remember to be a brat to Clara and Zoe about the icons. It's vitally important. If Clara and Zoe are watching, stop and do the icons. Scooby puts down the Switch. Why are you staring at me? When was the last time you washed that shirt? Yesterday. Oh, you did wear something else. No, I don't have other clothes. I mean, you should know this, considering you dragged me here. Where would I get clothes from? So you basically walked around the house naked, waiting for your shirt to be washed? Yeah. I knew it. I didn't want to admit it, but now that an undeniable truth is in my face, I've been neglecting Cookie by just having her only wear a t-shirt around the house. It can't stay like this. I have to buy her new clothes. The only problem is that I can't take her shopping with me. As soon as someone sees her, they'll shoot her in the head. Again, I really don't think that's I don't think that's what's going to happen, but maybe. Maybe that will happen. And we're still about 2 weeks from Halloween to pull off the It's a Costume excuse. Are you? Just pretend there's like a convention nearby. Okay, that wouldn't work. Pretend you're going to a convention soon. What should I do? I'll just have to figure something out. Maybe I could bring someone else to help me. Oh, we're at another decision. Now, I mean, I'm pretty sure bringing... See, like, I'm not against bringing someone else to help me, logically. But also, we all know that someone else is Liam. And I'm not against Liam. I'm not even against bringing Liam to help me. But my knowledge of dating sim conventions tells me that this is the pure Cookie route. Right? Like, so, like, in reality, I would probably, like... And, like, you know, once I'm on the route, I want to go... My game sense and my actual sense are warring with me. Which I think happens with... Which is something I'm realizing happens with these types of games. Because I really like the idea of always answering authentically and stuff. And making mistakes authentically. But, like... You know... But then, like, when it comes to it, like, this happened with when I try to play D&D, too. Like, you're supposed to roleplay, but I can never not do what I think is optimal. Like, you know what? I've been going Cookie all run. And so I'm going to commit to Cookie. But if I do the dating thing or whatever, if I do another one of these things, I'll try and just do, like, my honest thing instead of, right? Alright. So I'll make a promise next time, but since I've already invested in Cookie, I already invested in Cookie last decision where I was unsure if Cookie was actually the right option. So I'm just going to do it again for consistency. I want to bring Cookie with me, but how can I do that without having someone find out about her? Oh, I have an idea. Cookie, come on and get up. We're going to the mall and buying you new clothes. How the fuck are we gonna do that? I can't go out like this. Huh, I also realized that. And ta-da! I held out the outfit to her. I prepared an outfit beforehand, and they'll probably fit you since they're just a hoodie and leggings. Go ahead and put them on. Fine. She takes the clothing from me and goes into the bathroom. I patiently sit on the couch to wait for her. I hear the bathroom door click open and I turn my head. Perfect. Now you look just like a normal person. I can't breathe in this. Then don't breathe. You're a zombie. You can manage it. Do you need to breathe anyway? Fine. Alright, let's get going. I've slipped back into the Scottish again. Here we are. And here we are. Oh no. Oh, look, Cookie. They're having a sale. She does not sound happy. Great. Come on. I grab her arm and drag her around the store. Isn't this pink polka dot shirt nice? I figured it would look super cute on you. Oh, these shoes are so gorgeous, especially in that red. Okay, come try them on. I'm good. Oh, isn't this dress? None of these clothes are practical to wear around the house. If anything, I just need a couple t-shirts and jeans. Why are we looking at all these? Oh, I guess you're right. Sorry, to be truthful, it is the first time I've ever gone shopping with someone other than my parents. So I guess I got carried away because I was excited to go on my first shopping trip with a friend. Let's just go grab you some shirts and jeans. She's like, no. Sorry, I shouldn't have snapped at you. What are we doing now? What are we... The voice keeps changing. I don't know, you know what? No. I didn't mean to ruin your fun. I'm sorry. Cookie. And it's okay. No, it isn't. I think I might back off. I'm gonna back off the voices a little bit just because, like, they're stressing me out more to help. But they're fun voices. No, you know what? No. I'm keeping the voices. I can do the voices. I can do it. I can make it. I know why I have a temper. But that doesn't excuse how I treat you. And I'll keep working on it. So don't be afraid to call me out on it sometime. Okay, I won't. This is the voice. I finally got the voice that I actually want to do. Because I swear I'm actually trying to make none of the characters like my weird Scottish accent. So I'm sorry if whenever that happens. Okay? I won't. Also, I only said that because I felt guilty that you were buying me so much. If I had known you were only doing it because you were having fun, I wouldn't have said anything. So don't feel like you need to hold yourself back. I want you to have fun. Well, since you insist, you can't take back your words, though. Ugh. How am I going to regret this? We both continue shopping. Cookie doesn't really say much as I show her their clothes, but overall it was actually a fun experience. I've always enjoyed shopping, but didn't have any others to do it with. And even if Cookie wasn't the most enthusiastic partner, I could still she was trying her best to keep up with my energy, which I appreciated and thus still made our little outing enjoyable. At one point, however, Cookie got really silent and seemed to be spacing out. Cookie, is everything okay? Yeah, it's fine. Is something on your mind? Why are you doing all this? You know, shopping for me, letting me stay at your place, helping me, all of it. Now I'm getting southern. What is happening? I was taken aback by our question. Why was I doing all this? I'm doing it because Cookie has done so much for me. I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do and we're friends. I'm actually not sure about this one. Right? Like, I'm actually not sure. Cookie has benefited her mental state quite a bit. We've seen a few examples of this. And I'm doing it because the right thing. What is the right thing to do? And we are friends. But if I say we're friends, that's friend zoning. And that means I won't win. I must win. I need to win. Also because it is true. Because you've done so much for me. Also, yeah, this also gives us the advantage of being able to tell Cookie what she's done for you. So Cookie understands how important she is to us. Because that's the other benefit of saying that. Now we get to explain what it has done for us. About living off you? Not exactly that. I mean, before I met you, I never baked because I felt guilty of wasting my time by not doing more productive things. But now I've been baking regularly and don't feel as guilty for enjoying the task because you've given me a reason to do it. Not to mention, we've been having meals together. I've stopped skipping meals and feel much healthier for that. So taking care of you has helped me to remind me to take care of myself too. Moreover, you always listen to me vent about work and whatever troubles I have without judgment. You even offer me really good advice sometimes, and now I actually am starting to enjoy work again. It's more than all those things. I genuinely like having you around, and honestly, I wouldn't be able to spend fun spending time with you like this if there wasn't a you to spend time with. I wouldn't be able to have fun spending time with you like if I haven't met you. Like this. So the reason why I'm doing these things for you is because thanks to you, Cookie, I'm having the best times of my life. What? How the fuck can you say those embarrassing things? Was it really that embarrassing? It was. I mean, all I did was just offer you pieces of advice. I didn't do anything special. I mean, you housed me. You helped feed me. You taught me to cook and clean. You've done more than any normal person. You've done more than any normal person would do for me. It's true. As a normal person, I probably wouldn't have done these things. Admitting that I'm. And that's partially because I gotta. Yeah, I'm sure there are people who would. No, there is no one. That's not true. Obviously, other people would. I just because I just don't think I'd be comfortable doing half these things doesn't mean that no one would. But I kind of realize that's just how you are. I'm not used to people being so genuine. Like, it's amazing how stupidly nice you are. Like, you're the most nice and idiotic person I met. Who else would take it a total stranger and take care of them? I could have been an axe murderer for all you knew. Is this supposed to be a compliment or an insult? Sorry, you're right. I just don't know how to take all of this. Not everyone is like you, Sam. You are special. You should know that. I'm still not sure how all those things can measure up to what you've done for me. I don't need you to do anything for me in return. I did all things because I wanted to. Not everyone is like you know that? I guess. But there is something you can do for me. What is it? Continue hanging out with me. Yeah, I will. And Sam, I am having a lot of fun today with you. That's great to hear. Then let's keep cooking around. Okay. I think this is enough jeans and shirts for you now. We have to go buy underwear here too, though. We have to go buy. Oh, that was Cookie. We have to go buy. Yes, I'm kind of appalled by the fact you went with having only one pair for so long. She just shrugs at me. I guess we should buy these and head home. Oh? Just then I see the most gorgeous, pure white dress. I'll go over to feel the material real quick. So soft. Want to try it on? Huh? No, it's okay. I mean, we got what we came here for. Besides, we came here to look for clothes for you, not me. Yeah, well, I don't see the point of shopping for cute clothes for me much. I can't really leave your house if I'm not dressed like this. I guess that's true. We have time, and I don't mind browsing clothes if it's for you. That's why if we're browsing for cute clothes, we should look for some for you. Oh, I don't really like shopping for myself. But you were the one who wanted to go shopping. It's complicated. I like cute clothes and accessories, but when shopping for myself, I ever struggle to find clothes for my body type. I mean, I'm taller than the average person, and my shoulders, so to put them on, I feel like I look... Either way, shopping for myself was more of a stressful experience than a fun one, unfortunately. I see. I have somewhere to go real quick. You mind waiting for a minute? Oh, sure. Cool, thanks. I then watched Cookie walk away. I clicked the right click again. Wonder where she's going. It had been a while since Cookie left. Approximately a minute. Starting to worry, I start to search for Cookie. Where'd she go? Is she okay? I soon found Cookie's petite figure. I walk over to her. There you are. Where did you go? I want to grab something. I spot a piece of clothing in Cookie's hands. Oh, did you find something you liked? Actually, just then I realize the article of clothing she is holding is the white dress I was looking at earlier. This is for you. Huh? Cookie, I told you. I know, but I don't think you should be afraid to try on stuff you like because you're scared others might think you look silly or something. Wait, Cookie, do you have money? Or, I mean, did Cookie pay for this herself, or did she just like secretly buy it on Sam's credit card? Besides, if you don't like it, then just don't buy it. Oh, it hasn't been bought yet, obviously. And it just looked like you really wanted to try it on. So it'd be a shame if you didn't try it at least, right? Why'd you need to go away for this? Well, also, I think it would look good on you. Because, you know, you have long legs and a pretty figure. That's the first time someone's complimented me on my figure. It makes me feel slightly happy that she thinks that I have a nice body. I eye the beautiful white dress in her hands. It was something I've always dreamed of wearing, but never had the courage to. But if Cookie thinks I should at least try it. Okay. I guess giving it a try couldn't hurt. Cool, then let's head to the fitting room. I was talking with an associate and having her open a room for us. I nervously walk inside. Maybe this was a mistake. I could always not try it and just say I didn't like it and leave. But that would be lying! You've already lied. I've called you out on this before. And Cookie picked this out for me. She might be hurt if I don't at least try it on. Although I'll argue again that, well, you definitely should try it on because she might be hurt. Cookie technically just picked it out because you kind of picked it out yourself, and then Cookie just got it. I don't know. Okay, let's do this. I finished slipping on the dress, and you can see what's in the image. It looks nice. The dress hid my thighs perfectly, even though it was still on the short side. In addition, the top part of the dress didn't make it seem like I had broad shoulders. Allie, I look kind of cute in this dress. It was the first for me to actually enjoy trying something on in the fitting room. It probably helped that I had encouragement from Cookie. I should go show her. What do you think? Yep, I was right. It looks good on you. You sure? Like, it's not too short. Maybe I look too masculine wearing this dress. No, you look fine. I mean, it looks really nice on you. I mean, you do look really pretty in this dress. And you shouldn't worry about your legs. Like, you have nice legs. And I don't know where you got the idea that you have a masculine figure. I think your physique is... Her violet eyes wander over my figure. Attractive. I wasn't sure how to feel about getting so many compliments all at once. But I could feel my face burning off. Not to mention that seeing Cookie so embarrassed like this. She's just way too cute. She's so cute I can feel my chest tightening. Thank you. Yeah, no problem. Either way, you should just buy the dress. It looks too good on you to not buy it. I don't know. We came here to buy clothes for you. I would feel bad for buying this. You're telling me that you would feel bad for buying a nice dress for yourself when you've been spending all your money on me? Honestly, you are way too selfless. Fine, how about this? If you won't buy that dress for yourself, buy it for me. I want that dress for you to wear. Well, okay, since you insist. I should also treat myself once in a while, right? Right. Besides, if you didn't buy that dress, I would have just sewn it. Don't do that! You can steal dresses. That is okay. By the way, for legal advice on... This is Flightship's legal advice. Getting people's drinks wrong, don't do that. Morally wrong. Stealing, that's okay. Well, stealing from a commercial store, that's okay. That is allowed. Just in case we need that, like we need the moral chart up. After leaving the fitting room, Cookie and I stepped onto line for the register, which was very long due to the sale they were having. This kind of stinks. Who knows how long we'll be in this line? Maybe we can talk about something while we're in line at least to distract us. Talk about hanging out with Liam. Like, this is the most... I thought it'd be like two innocuous choices, like kind of like the last one was. Whereas like, well, the second one might be friend zoning. But this is talk about dinner or just talk about Liam. What? We're talking about dinner. And I guess that's not a terribly unnormal, like, I guess like you talk about hanging out with your other friends all the time, but like, I just like the juxtaposition. Flightship's not a lawyer. This is not legal. Like, you can't prove that. How do you know I'm not a lawyer? Anyway, legally, I'm going to have to talk about dinner. So what do you think we should have for dinner tonight? I should just justify everything I do with legally. Anything with no vegetables. Since you did go shopping with me today, I will consider it. What about fruit? That's kind of close. But any other requests? Not really. Everything you make is delicious. Even the vegetables. Ah, thanks. Then what about at dessert? Any requests? I feel in the mood for chocolate. Oh, how about brownies then? Yeah, that sounds good. But you've got to help me make dinner tonight. Fine. Just then I feel a tap on my shoulder. I look over to see a little old lady behind me. I thought that was Liam, actually. Because we haven't seen Liam in a while. I guess that shouldn't surprise me because I've been picking none of Liam's options. But I kind of thought Liam would still be in here quite a bit more than he is. Oh, I'm sorry I'm sorry, did I bump into you or something? Not at all, sweetheart. I just wanted to tell you that you and your girlfriend are so adorable. Wait, we're not. Back in the day, my own girlfriend and I could not go out and even hold hands. It's so nice to see young couples like... No, it's becoming Scottish! How? This is just an old lady. How am I doing this? I'm having an existential crisis about the amount of voices that go into the Scottish direction. I'm gonna finish this and review the footage, and then people are gonna say that's not even I'm gonna be wrong about the accent in the end. It's so nice to see young couples like you to show us times have changed. Yeah, totally. I wanted to explain the situation to her, but I also didn't want to ruin it for her. You two also seem so close. How long have you been dating? About a couple weeks ago? Just lying it is. Only for that long? And you two already seem so lovey-dovey. I mean, you're talking about what to have for dinner? What's happening again? Only for that long? Why? Why does this keep happening to me? I can't, not every voice, I swear I have voices I can do that aren't Scottish. I know it's hard to tell. You two already seem so lovey-dovey. I mean, you're talking about what to have for dinner. Still doing it. Yeah. Must be true love, right? Just then I feel Cookie grab my hand. Sorry, it seems our turn is next. Oh, of course. Don't let this old croon keep you two lovebirds waiting. Thanks. I hope you and your girlfriend are very happy too. Oh, thank you. Take care. Cookie then pulls to the register where we quickly bought our things. Afterwards, we stop in front of the store. That was interesting. More like embarrassing as fuck. Oh, come on, Cody. She's only trying to be nice. I guess. But... Do you still need to hold my hand? Sugar takes my hand off and looks away. No, don't mention... My hand suddenly felt cold from losing Cookie's touch. I kind of regret saying anything now. Wait, did I still want to hold hands with Cookie? I look over at Cookie's small figure. My eyes wandered over her and stopped at her face, more specifically, on her face mask. That face mask was a good idea to cover her mouth since some of her teeth were showing through. I kind of wonder, though, with her mouth being like that, would it make it difficult to kiss her? Oh my god, what am I thinking? We should probably head back to the apartment. Yeah. Yeah. We both silently head home. Look, finally, we're back. This took like a whole chapter. Hate going outside. I'll put the bags aside. We can figure out where to put them away together after dinner. Fine by me. I'm going to change out of this. Alright, trying not to take too long. As I say that, she's already in the bathroom. Alright, I'll put these down here. Phew, my phone was in my pocket. I checked to see who was calling me. Oh, it's Liam. Thank goodness. I am glad it's Liam because I was worried it was Mom. It was Liam.
Oh?
Hello? Hey, Sam. Sorry to bother you, but do you know where the mop is? And I'm getting them distinct. The voices are evolving. I think I'm doing better now. Except for the fact that I made the old lady Scottish as well. I don't know how that happened. Legally, I cannot be held accountable for making all the voices Scottish. because I am a lawyer, and you cannot stop you can't stop me from claiming that legally. Hey Sam, sorry to bother you, but you know where the mop is? I can't find it, and I really need it. Some kids thought it would be funny to pour their drinks down the toilet, and now it's overflowing. Yeah, I think the mop is in the next to the fridge. Thanks. Liam, is everything okay? I know you offered to switch, but if afternoon gets too stressful, we can always switch back. Nah, it's fine. I even prefer how fast-paced the afternoon is compared to how boring opening is. I don't even know how you can enjoy it. It always stressed me out. I'm not sure why I was always so exhausted. Well, maybe because you didn't take your breaks and lunches at all? Well, I couldn't. Everyone needed to be on the floor to help them. Well, they didn't need you. You just stayed for them. What are you saying? Fuck, wait, don't be upset. I didn't mean that in a bad way. I just mean, look, Sam, you kind of put others before yourself a lot. And I think that's why you got burnt out so fast. You keep trying to push yourself just to please and help others. Which is a really bad thing well, okay, it's good for the company in retail, but like, you know, not good for your mental health in retail. Because just retail is a job that will constantly put that on you. It was almost as if you were afraid to disappoint them if you weren't constantly at their beck and call. And it was honestly hard to watch. I'm so sorry that you think wanting to help other people and being there for them is so bad. Now, I agree with Liam on this one, Sam. Like, I gotta say, like, I mean, I'm not saying slack off to the point where you get people's orders wrong, but, like, you can, like, not taking your breaks because, like, you always feel like the need to help people. That's a problem. That's not what I meant at all. What I meant is, Liam, I'm actually with a friend of mine, so I should go soon. Sam, wait, I'm sorry. I hung off the call. Maybe that was too harsh of me. It was. But what's so wrong with pushing yourself a little as long as you can help someone? I'm back. I lost. I have to like readjust to the other ways because they're kind of similar. I'm back. Did something happen? You look upset. It's nothing. Let's go and start dinner. Let's go and start on dinner. Size of that. Cookie and I sit across from each other as we eat. However, unlike our usual dinners, there wasn't the usual chatter. Interesting dialogue. Okay. That's fucking it. That's fucking it. What the fuck happened earlier? You were all perky and happy this morning until you came back from shopping. Huh? Nothing happened. It's fine. Don't lie, or I will be serious, or I will seriously be pissed. I pressed the right again. Cookie, do I seem like a pushover to you? Did you just realize it? You think I'm a pushover too? Two? Did someone finally call you out on it? Oh, Liam did. He told me that the reason I got so stressed and tired from work was because I would always put others' needs before me. Or because I was too afraid to disappoint them. Yeah, I can see that. But why? Duh, it's because you're fucking too nice. Just from what you tell me about work, it's pretty obvious that whenever a problem happens, everyone goes to you and asks you to solve their problems. And because you're too nice, you never reject helping them. You make yourself so available to them. But is that so bad? And why is it also so bad to be afraid to disappoint others? It's bad when they start to use you for it. I guess I'm no different from them, since I'm using you too. What? What do you mean by that? Look at me. I'm living here without doing any work, and you just spent a whole lot of money on me. Here I am talking shit about your coworkers when I'm probably worse than them. Instead of being a monster, I'm more of a parasite. You're not. You never asked me to do those things. That's different from what they are doing to me. Everyone else, no matter how tired I was or stressed, they would ask for help. But you always held back. You even tried to avoid asking me for help because you knew I was tired and stressed a lot. So I did those things for you because I knew you would never ask me for help unless I did it of my own free will. So don't you ever think you're a parasite. Okay. But do you really think my workers are using me? Maybe, maybe not. They might not be doing it intentionally. Like I said, it's because you're so selfless and wanting to help them. They just rely on you because it's easier than doing it themselves. That's why the moral of the story is to never help anyone. But that's a point. There's a point when a person's selflessness can become self-destructive. I know. Ever heard of the saying, "Don't take care of yourself first, then you're no good to others"? Because it's true. At some point, you would have just tired yourself out from spreading yourself so thin for the sake of others.
Huh?
Also, why are you so afraid of disappointing others so much? It's because of the parents. Because of the mom. It's not. Maybe it's like that. I picked at my food with my fork. I guess I was so afraid to disappoint others because it almost felt like my self-worth was tied to how well people thought of me. That if they didn't think of me as valuable, I had a hard time thinking myself of being worthy as well. First off, that's ridiculous. If someone only valued you by how much you could do for them or how available you were to them, they aren't worth your fucking time. Also, I see Cookie visibly tightening her hold on her utensil. You shouldn't let your self-worth be tied to how much you can offer a person, because some people wouldn't do the same for you. So tying your self-worth to how much use you can be is only going to keep hurting you. Cookie? She stiffens when she hears her name. Sorry, I lost myself for a moment. But that's my 2 cents on the matter. I think Cookie's hiding. Like, I think Cookie doesn't actually have amnesia, right? Because, like, she seems to be drawing on past experiences. We've seen her get a bit tense about it. And now that I think about it, asking us to name her instead of coming up with her own name, which I think a lot of people would want to come up with her own name, makes it sound like obviously she doesn't want to like give away her actual name or something. I think your friend Liam was right. You can't go and try and please everyone. He was right. I agree with Cookie and Liam. I thought about what her and Liam said carefully. I recall the numerous times I pushed myself to do overtime or cover someone's shift despite how tired I was. Or the times I didn't take a break or lunch because I was afraid someone might need me when I was gone. And the many times I just wanted to say no to someone at work but was scared to. You guys are right. I really do push myself for the sake of others, huh? But how do I fix it? Start considering your own needs more. No one will judge you for doing what you have in order to take care of yourself, and if they do, then they can kindly fuck off. It's a little easier said than done. Then start practicing. Okay. But now I feel bad for how I treated Liam. If that's the case, then tomorrow apologize to him. Yeah, if there was there's more I could do. Well, I think I know what to do. I could bake. I think that's where it's going. I watched the entrance for Liam's arrival. Sudi walks in looking nervous. Liam! Huh. Sam, I'm so... No, wait, let me talk first. Okay? I'm sorry. Huh? Well, you said before you were right. I do stress myself out a lot by putting others before my own needs. I just don't think I want to admit it, as I had thought that was the natural thing to do, and I got defensive when you said it was wrong of me to do so. But you were right, because I was so afraid to disappoint other people. I ended up hurting myself in the process. And instead of taking what you said and reflecting on it, I had gotten defensive and hurt you. So I'm sorry, and I hope you forgive me. Yeah, I forgive you. And I'm sorry for saying what I did. I probably could have been more elegant in how I went about it. So that is, Liam generally has fairly good takes, but he's bad at expressing it. That's an admirable character, except for the coffee order thing. That's true. Oi. But are we friends again?
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Glad that's settled then.
Oh.
Oh, there's one more thing. Huh? I take out the plate of peanut butter bars and hold it out to Liam. I want a peanut butter bar. I made these for you as an apology gift and a thank you for everything you've done for me. I knew being your friend would pay off at some point. Are you saying that you only became my friend for free food? Nah, but this is definitely a perk to being a friend of yours. He takes the plate from my hands. Oh, great. I'm merging the voices again. Thanks, Sam. I can't wait to eat them. I'm happy to hear that. Sam! Sam, help me! The printer for the receipts is jammed. Actually, Jane, I can't. I haven't taken my lunch yet, and I was going to take it now since Liam is here. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't realize that. What should I do now about the printer? I'll show you how to... They're always so... I can do like one voice and just like pitch shifting it various ways. I'll show you how to visit. I'll show you how to fix it. Oh, don't make that face. I'm trying to help you here. And you better listen when I teach you. I'm not going to be like Sam and baby you. Fine, since I don't want to bother Sam on her break. See you, Sam. Enjoy your break. Is that peanut butter bars? Oh my gosh, they smell delicious. Let me have one. No way. Hands off. Sam made them for me. Alright, time to rest. I'm back. Welcome back. So, how did it go? Foo. I took all my lunches and breaks today. I was able to say no when someone asked me. How old are you to sound proud of the fact that you said no to someone? Hey, this is a big achievement for me. You could praise me at least. Bend down. Okay. I bend down and Cookie places her hand on my head. You did great today. I am really proud of you. Sam, you are more of the cat. Like, Cookie is kind of like a cat, and I thought that we'd have more Cookie cat analogies. Maybe there's more of that in Liam's route. But, like, Sam, you're the cat in this relationship. She then pets my health. Thank you. She takes her hand from my head and I straighten up. I wonder if this would be different. I wonder if she'd feel comfortable enough to do like this pat thing if I had teased her earlier instead of hugged her. How about we start on lunch together? Sounds good. Cookie and I then head for the kitchen. I didn't tell Cookie or Liam, but after realizing my dependency on others' approval of me, I feel as if a large burden has been taken off my shoulder. And I know I have great friends like them who helped with that. Major dedication. Alright. We're saving here. I think this is gonna be the end of the stream. We saved our progress. So we're on the main menu. Yeah, I think that's the end. I don't have it in me to do another chapter. We can look at some of this stuff. Do we earn anything? I think we already had all... Like, I don't think you earn the music. It just seems like you have them. Oh! Extra scenes. Okay, so this appears to be... So, are these just the regular chapters? Huh. So that does appears to be the chapters. And then... Do we get a CD? We have two! Oh, so this is the CD as well. So we have Cookies. And we have Liam. But none of the other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I can count. But yeah, that's the beginning of My Sweet Zombie. Looking at the extra scenes, we appear to have quite a bit of a ways to go. But yeah, it was... I hope you all had fun. I had some fun. I did my best. A lot of people became Scottish. But I tried my hardest. And I hope people get used to the new time, because this is the new time. We're doing this instead of Wednesdays. Unless I get unless something goes horribly wrong and I have to re-switch it up again. Yeah, I hope you all had fun. I hope you all had a good time playing the My Sweet Zombie. And that's about everything. I have a Twitter in the Discord in the description, as well as a link to the archive channel if you ever miss a stream and want to watch it. But other than that, thanks everyone, and yeah, have a good life, I guess.